Hey, give me money. YouTube memberships. Become a member of my weirdo empire. Just 99 cents a month, you can become Max Thrasher the Bounty Hunter yourself. Special badges, shoutouts at the beginning of the streams, and you get to feel good about yourself. For $4.99 a month, you can join the Erotic Eric Fontaine tier. All those other perks, plus once a month, you can join me and our friends for a special not quite wrestling live stream where we watch something that's kinda like wrestling, but not quite. And for $9.99 a month, you can play Armstrong Bingo with us. It's all that other stuff, plus once a year, you can select what we watch on Off the Grid. Just don't make it porn, don't make it something that'll get me a copyright strike. Please send a link because I don't want to do work. I'm lazy. Get on YouTube now, support me, I'll thank you later. Literally, I will thank you. And until we can fix capitalism, this is the best I can do. I think the audio's way off. Hello. It's Sunday night. My name is Tom. There's my name. Right there. Right there. This is Off the Grid, where a couple Sundays a month we all gather here together to watch some weird professional wrestling that I have found on the internet. And hello, looks like, wow, we got 200 plus across all three platforms I'm streaming on right now. Hello to everybody on Twitter, hello to everybody on YouTube, and everyone on Twitch. Big United Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club tonight. All chatting it up, especially the first timers. A lot of folks on YouTube looks like are popping up for the first time. Jake Jonas has a good point. If you're on YouTube, pop that like button. Let people know, hey, Tom's like, all right, he's okay boy. And also shout out, look up here, it was Rolling Golem, get better soon. Sorry to hear, I was sick last week, and I apologize for that. I had a really bad stomach bug, and it was gross, and I could not get out of bed, so I didn't stream last week, so we're making it up tonight. Also, thank you JK Detective Broken for the follow over on Twitch. Now, speaking of folks who follow me at the depths of depravity, shout out to my YouTube members. Look at you all of you folks. I see many of you here tonight. Yankee Hawk 04, Bam Dog, Adam Simon, Kamish Spiffy, Tim Collins, Brent Clark, Anthony Marola, Stephen J. Neptune Man, Brian McConnell, Lee Suzanimal, Adam Suzanne, Sean Fox, Jesse, Jamie, Impwa, Wild Woobs, Bagsley, Casual Villainy, Brenticus Maximus, the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Dermody, as well as Jacob Kenny, Peyton Andrews, Droid 11, David Syracuse, Jonathan Mayer, everybody's friend, Jonathan Mayer, the Scott Keith, Hidden Track, Izzy McClure, Jason Honeycutt, Bart Master Supreme, Champion and JD, Brandon Davidson, Ken Terminated DQ, I saw you in the chat, I want to acknowledge you, Brando H, who why did I put him into their choice? Doesn't have 2 memberships, Diamond Bauer, Ninja Tattler, Black Active Graves, Mark Webster, Justin aka Bootable, Unpop, Sean O'Connell, the #1 Gunkle, Coop's footy videos as opposed to Koopy's foot videos. E Cribs, El Hijo de Santo Gold, Kubi, did I put that in wrong? Kublai, 1972. Apologize there. And our newest member on the Erotic Eric Fontaine's here, Philip Romaine, who I believe just joined today. And thank you all so much for being members of my weirdo empire. Everybody at the Erotic Eric Fontaine tier and up, $4.99 and up, will do Not Quite Wrestling probably 2 weeks, I believe. If I'm doing my math right. I'll get back to you on that. Hello, Scoops, SC Scoops. I'm doing another stream next Sunday, 2 Sundays from night, Super Bowl Sunday. That's a good point. Because next Sunday's Rumble, next weekend's Rumble weekend, and as of right now, I'm not going to the Rumble because tickets are ungodly expensive. But I will be taking my son to some of the festivities around it. So we'll see. We might do a bonus stream next Sunday. Give me a couple days to sit on it. But for right now, let's go to Louisiana, NWF. Last time we watched NWF stuff on here, booked by old Buck Robley. Buddy Landel went so far beyond the brevity of good taste. Phrase? Why did I say that? Like the bar. Here's the bar. Buddy Landel went to about here, imitating wrestlers, trying to get in the good graces of Pat Patterson around the time that scandal broke. Let's see what happens this time, the 2 episodes after what we watched last year. Let's go.
There's this new show. It's called...
As always, let me know how my levels are, how those levels are. The NWF.
Championship Wrestling.
Holy shit, we are up to 400 people across all 3 platforms. Happy birthday, Peter Crawford. Happy 32nd. And hello, Brian Turner's VHS Rehab.
Welcome once
Brian's
again to
the man.
National Wrestling Federation.
Go follow him on
We're giving
YouTube.
you wrestling with a Cajun flavor.
Always
That's
uploads
right.
and cool shit.
Right
I need to
from
watch
the
that Billy
state
Joe
of
Travis match you
Louisiana.
linked me
And I
earlier.
want to tell you one thing for sure. Rockin' Rick Mocklin and myself have a
Rick
show for you
Moglin
today.
and
Rockin'
Tuxedo
Rick, tell us
Terry
about
Taylor.
it.
Audio
Okay,
balance
Terry,
is
the
good.
National Wrestling Federation
This is
fast
Terry.
becoming the top organization in all
very much an
wrestling.
he's
talent. And I mean
acting.
talent is what makes an organization. And
But
the
he
NWF
took
has
this kid to
talent.
kind of stay
Tonight,
busy.
we'll see Tim Horner, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Paul Orndorff,
My pleasure,
the Rock
Brian.
and Roll
You do the
Express.
Lord's work,
And I
my
even
friend.
hear we may hear Buck Robley, the Colonel, is here. And you
Oh,
know
Buck's
what?
booked
It's
himself.
an honor for me to work
He probably
with a
had
guy
to
like
fire
you. One of the most
Buddy
recognizable
Landel
voices
after that
and faces
promo,
in
and he
all
has
of
to take the spot
professional
for
wrestling.
himself.
Hey, one thing I want to say is we're going to have tag team action.
Oh, good, Jake. Hey, listen.
One fall, 30
Listen.
minutes. It's going to be Paul
Membership
Orndorff
is
and Chris
not,
Adams going up against Bob Orton and PT
not-
Ron Powers,
you don't have to
managed
be
by
to
late
be a
night Jim
friend.
Cornette. And let's
You're a
head
friend
for the
around
ring
here,
right
Jake.
now with
Just hanging out. I appreciate that.
Boudreaux.
Also, I agree, Bob.
Yow.
I agree. There we go.
One fall with a 10-minute time limit.
It looks like the
sanctioned by
camera
National
operator
Wrestling
fell down. Like, I
Federation.
know what he's trying
In
to
this
do,
corner,
but you
from
don't take a
Berlin,
wide shot
weighing
and just reveal all the
254
tricks.
pounds, Chris Germany.
Hey, Adam.
His opponent tonight,
Chris Germany,
weighing in at 222
popular
pounds,
fella in the
from
aftermath for
Morristown,
years.
Tennessee.
Sam
White
Fusion.
Lightning,
Yeah, Terry had
Tim
been. This is one of
Horner.
Terry's many retirements. Tim Horner's jacket was so fancy for. Not Eric.
Well, the announcer
For being
is out of
Tim
the ring, and
Horner's
we're about
jacket.
ready to
Also,
ring
Chris
this
Germany's
bell.
name's
Hey,
misspelled.
was that the bell
He spelled
or
it with
was
a
that
K.
Colonel Buck Robley's head?
K-H-R-I-S.
No, that was a bell. Tuxedo Terry Funk, our first match tonight, White Lightning. Tim Horner.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Jake. Thank you so
Germany.
much.
Nice,
You're definitely a pal around here.
nice
It said
takedown
White
by him
Lightning,
right
even though
there.
it's
Horner slipped
orange.
in behind him, took him down to the mat. Tim Horner's a great wrestler. Really is. Fine competitor and nice reversal from a headlock to
Tickets,
hammerlock.
please.
Switch
Never
around.
wear a
Turn
jacket
him
with
over,
more
go get
personality
that
with you. That's what I say.
Did you notice how he cradled that leg in? It gives you a little bit more of an advantage. And if you do have a possibility of keeping those shoulders down, you can.
Gives him a little leverage on a takedown.
Yeah, sorry, first match tonight. It's a Tim Horner classic. This was a good crowd the last time we watched, and they're already dead.
Pushing into an overhead wrist lock right there. Let's see if he can continue
That's
to
right,
keep
Chris
this
Germany was a
advantage.
global
This is a
guy. I
test of
completely
strength
forgot
between
that
these two
ghetto
guys.
obscure. Dory Funk was on WWE TV last night. I'm not sure if he was aware he was on TV. He was just kind of staring off into space.
Hey, we've got Greg Hammer.
I hope Bob Orton Jr. I didn't look at the match
soon.
lists.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him. I haven't seen the Hammer in a long time. He'll be taking on Scott Cave in the second match. And also
Scott
the Killer
Cave?
Bee is here. Brian Blair is here to take on.
Well, what's his wrestling name?
Nice tackle by Horner off that rope. A drop down by Germany. Germany goes for a hip lock, but Horner reverses it.
Imagine turning around and being scared by Tim Horner jump scare.
You know, why do they call him, bee? What kind of a bee is it? Is it a bumblebee? Or is it a,
What kind of a bee is
what
it?
other kinds of bees are there?
I don't know. I think it might have something to do with the type of outfit he wears. He's got that striped outfit, black and gold.
Maybe the spelling bee. Maybe he won the spelling bee when he did it.
Maybe so.
His little announcers riffing.
There again.
Kick
Oh
out
yeah,
by
please do.
Germany.
Please share the stream everywhere, my friend. Stream is live on Twitter as well. Just retweet that.
Another nice takedown by White Lightning.
Yeah, always share it everywhere you
Shoulders
can.
Can't
friend.
stay to the ground.
Now again, I want to mention.
Referee really wants to count that shoulder
There's
down.
a 2 count
Seems
there
like-
by Rockhead Johnson, our referee.
Rocket
I
Johnson.
wanted to
I agree,
mention
Rolling
something. This is
Gollum.
a one
Brad
ball
Armstrong
10-minute
is
match.
a
We was talking
billion
about
times
so many
better than
matches
Tim
that we
Horner.
have here because it's to speed up the action. But after what happened last week,
I think
in
it's
that
just-
tag team
I
action,
think it's just
we've-
one of the
in
killer
that match
bees that
between
works for this
Orndorff and Orton and Powers and Adams. Well, we've got the 4 of them in tag team action, but not only in a 10-minute match, but a 30-minute match.
30-minute match. And I tell
30-minute
you
match. What?
30 minutes of action if it goes that long.
I was going to say, you can't just be like, yeah, this match is going to go 30 minutes long. Tim Horner was office in SMW. He was like a
Chris
event
Germany, as I
promoter.
mentioned earlier, he's a big guy. He's a little bit bigger than White Lightning.
That's where all of his beef with
That was
old
not a
Jimmy
legal
Cornette
blow.
came
That
from.
was not a legal blow. That kick was perfectly legal.
God, this referee
Germany
looks
with a
like he
shot
wants
the
to
side of White
cry.
Lightning's head. He's going to take him out to the center of the ring.
Like, look, every time somebody gets punched or kicked,
White Lightning is right above us right
are they
here.
called? Is somebody
there's a
outside
good
parked in like a
shot to the
handicap
jaw by
spot?
White
Oh,
Lightning.
another shot.
one.
Get your
Right
Chevy
behind by Germany.
Impala moved, or we're gonna have to tow it.
Seeing him repeatedly to that body right there.
I'm obsessed with this ref. I love this referee.
Horner catches him fast. This looks like a DDT. That was a snap suplex right there.
That was a good one, too.
Beautiful maneuver on his part. Flying elbow.
I would not have thought about that. That's a good
There's
point,
about
Trent
4
Dudley.
minutes remaining.
Tim Horner's tights are like Hogan in the front, Kabashi in the back.
The pace hasn't slowed in this match.
Imagine that
He has
haircut.
his tuxedo. Here's a reversal.
Whoa. Paddle kind of run up, which he made.
There we go.
famous. This
That's
looks like
his
get back
move.
into a bridge.
That's his
There's
hold.
that 3 count right there.
There's the
The
count.
O'Connor roll with the bridge.
White Lightning, Tim
Letting that
Horner
mullet
wins
flap down to the
first
canvas.
match of the night, and we've got the replay coming up right now.
I've heard the
White Lightning,
Cornette
Tim Horner. This
long
match
form rant on Tim
Was a
Horner.
tough one right from the start of the first bell.
A Hogan Kabashi combo wrestler would be
Here's the
super
replay off the
over.
ropes.
There you see that. There you see that pedal kind of.
I don't wanna know what a
roll up
Hogan
into
Kabashi
reversal
person-
into a bridge and a 3
Yeah, that was a
count.
very
And
boring
I'll
match.
tell
I was
you
like,
what,
how
we'll
could
be
a
back with the
3-minute match
National
be
Wrestling
boring?
Federation right after this
Scott
news.
Cabe and Greg the Hammer Valentine. How is that a name?
Wrestling
Cabe?
returns to the New Orleans area on
Ooh, the
Monday,
Cajun
June the 8th.
Slammin'
The National
Jammin'
Wrestling
Special.
Federation presents
What
the
a
Cajun
name for a
Slammin' Jammin'
show.
Special at the Pontchartrain Center. Bell time 7:30. Tickets available at all
Pontchartrain.
Ticketmaster outlets or by calling 468.
They got their tickets in the Ticketmaster.
An all-star card
Holy
on
crap.
Monday, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center. The Cajun Slammin' Jammin'
Pontchartrain
Special.
Center.
Bell time 7:30. Tickets available at Ticketmaster by calling 468-6671.
Ray Brandt Dodge.
Ray
Louisiana's
Brandt!
number one Dodge
Remember him
dealer,
from
is
last
celebrating
year? He
its
bought
third
every
anniversary by
ad
giving
spot
you the
on these
lowest
shows.
prices of the year. Celebrate with
Ray
America's
Brandt.
number one selling minivan, the Dodge Caravan, and pay only $11,995 at Ray Brandt Dodge. Travel in style in a fully loaded Dodge conversion
I bet
van
you could
for
hit
only
that thing with a tank and it wouldn't
$14,995. Or
budge.
choose the luxurious and roomy Dodge Dynasty
There are
for only
limos
$11,995
that are
from
smaller
Ray
than a
Brandt
Dodge Dynasty.
Come out and make your best deal of the year this week during
Yeah,
Ray
that Tim
Brandt
Horner
Dodge's
run of the
third
WWF
anniversary
was
sale.
weird.
Don't
He
miss
was
it.
all over primetime wrestling that year.
With all the problems
Like
in the
every
insurance
episode of
industry these
Primetime
days,
had like a
it's hard to know who
20-minute
to
Tim
trust.
Horner match.
Fayard Insurance has been serving
Fayard
the Ontario with
Insurance.
affordable, dependable automobile insurance.
Why do
for
I
over 10
think
years.
that, like,
And now with the new Fayard
everybody
Insurance
in
location
the
on
NWF
Clearview, it's
got
easier than ever
insurance
before to
too.
get the protection you need at a price you can afford. Call Fayard Insurance for a free quote. On the East Bank, call 456-6055. On the West Bank, call 366-1474.
For $5.23 across all three platforms.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Fayard Insurance.
Ray Brand Dodge,
Ray
Louisiana's
Brand's.
#1 Dodge dealer, is celebrating its 3rd anniversary by
Why?
giving you the lowest prices of the year.
In case you forgot.
Celebrate with America's #1
In case you
selling
forgot about
minivan,
the Dodge Caravan for
and pay
only
only
$12,000 a year, or only
$11,995 at
$12,000.
Ray Brand Dodge. Travel in style in a fully loaded Dodge conversion van for only $14,995.
Dodge
Or choose
conversion
the luxurious
van.
and
We don't
roomy
have any
Dodge
of those
Dynasty for
anymore.
only $11,995 from Ray Brand Dodge. Come out and make your best
God, look
deal
at
of
the-
the year this
look
week
at that
during Ray Brand
shitty
Dodge's
effect.
3rd anniversary sale.
Love
Don't
it.
miss it.
Gentlemen, our second match tonight is for one fall.
Wait, is Greg
with a
Valentine the
10-minute time
referee?
limit. Your
Or-
referee, Lolly Dude. Introducing
The referee's name is
in this
Lolly
corner,
Dude.
weighing in at 275 pounds.
The referee
from
shouldn't be
Atlanta,
allowed to have a
Georgia,
way cooler
Scott
name than all the
Cave.
wrestlers. Lolly Dude. There's Justin Kate, or whatever his name is. Lolly Dude looks like Greg Valentine. Yeah, we're at 2 now. I
His
bet we hit
opponent
15.
Now
I bet we hit
approaching
15.
the ring,
Ricky.
weighing in at 250
What is
pounds.
this song?
From Seattle, Washington, Greg the Hammer.
Is that his manager? Why does security look way cooler than the wrestlers? Here comes like a badass cowboy. Oh, he's security. What is this song? Why is... I'm assuming it's like a Kiss track or something. Showing my ignorance. He's like, I'm off. I hope Lolly Dude and Greg Valentine do twin magic.
There you have him, straight from a
There's
wrestling
Lolly
family,
Dude is an
Greg
all-time
the
great
Hammer
referee
Valentine,
name.
And believe me, he has a reputation to live up to with his
Is that the name of the
father,
song,
John
Harsh Noise
Valentine,
Wall?
But he hasn't let a soul down in this world today. You talk about somebody that's strong, aggressive, knows
Greg
what he's doing in
Valentine
the
does
ring,
need this
and
30
can
minutes to
deliver
warm
some
up.
punishment.
He is asleep.
250 pounds, the Hammer is, but he's taking on a guy 275 pounds. But I think experience might come into play here.
Yeah, Greg Valentine's hometown was always Seattle, Washington.
Hammer
It's
handled
referee
that
Paul Williams.
275 pounds in with an arm drag right
So
back up on
many
his feet, back to
songs
that
about
arm.
rainbows.
Now this comes from experience, and it also comes
Greg
from his
the Hammer
father. His
Valentine
father
looked the same in
used to
1979
work on
as he
that
did in
arm. He used to love
1992
to work
as he
on the
does in
arm. You'll find
2025.
Greg the Hammer Valentine is the same way.
But there is a
And we
picture,
talked about it last
Wrestling
week,
Magazine
taking out
on
a
Twitter
portion of the
pulled up
body and working
months
on it.
ago.
Greg
It's
does
very
that.
young Greg
That's right, he
Valentine, like
does that.
smoking a
He's big enough
pipe.
to do it. This
It's
guy's
hot.
275
Like,
pounds.
he's a
Scott Cave
good-looking
he's
fucking
picking
dude.
apart. He's going to break him down. He's working on the arm, and he's doing a real good
I have a
job
feeling,
of it right now.
because Buck
Knee drop to
Robley
the
was
arm.
like an old
Cave
school,
is in pain right
he
now.
was in Mid-South. Well,
Lollipop moving around like he
I
usually
think he even
does
booked
in
for
every
Bill for a
wrestling
bit.
ring, and every time
I have
that
a
we've
feeling
seen him
Buck Robley pulled
referee,
a lot of favors.
he's moving around.
It's like, what is Greg Valentine doing, really?
Speed, isn't he?
Like, he's about to,
You know,
he's
one
in
thing about the Hammer,
WCW, I
too,
think,
the
at this
Hammer,
point, but
soon
like,
as the bell
they're not really
sounds, he
doing that
puts
many
the
house
momentum
shows.
in his favor, and when he has the momentum in his favor, that's when he gets real nasty.
That's a great point you're making right there. Another thing, too, is watch Valentine when he pushes you into the rope. He'll lay that weight against you, and watch out for this chop.
Like, I can't get over it. I don't know why I'm
Caught him with a couple of shoulders, but I'll tell you what, look out. Oh,
I heard that one from
Come
right
on,
here. That
Lolly.
one got solid.
comes
Get in
another
there.
one. Oh, my gosh. And here comes the third one.
Jeez.
Is there any doubt of who's in control of this match right now?
I don't believe, Tuxedo Terry. The Hammer is in complete control of it right now.
There we go.
Double arm suplex.
Butterfly
Let's see if he can get
suplex.
275 pounds up in the air and over.
Oh,
He did.
Yes, he did.
hi. Yeah.
Yes, he did. You know, he's not only working on one part, he's working on a bunch.
I thought
Why?
the hammer might
Look
have
at
a
that.
pin
That's
in
not
right
nice. You
there.
shove the man's
I think
face
he
in your
might have
balls
let
when you
him.
pull
I
him
think
up.
he pulled him
Yeah,
up.
I think so.
Greg Valentine's 40 years old here. I'm not surprised.
Greg the
She
Hammer, he
likes
is one tough looking
dragonflies.
dude. You know, he
Thank you
doesn't
so much for the
smile very often,
follow.
So when he gets in a ring,
Hopefully
he's
she
all
also
business.
likes
And
lolling
I think
dude.
when he comes in here, he's got one thing in mind. Let's get the job over with.
Oh my god, his
Let's
singlet's
inflict as
falling
much pain
off.
as we can.
His
Let's
titty
get the
just came
pin,
out.
Get the match over.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do the
Dominated
Kawada
match.
kick.
That's exactly what
That would have been
Greg the Hammer
sick.
does.
All right, Greg Valentine's theme was "Heart's Done Time" by
Here comes
Aerosmith.
the
I knew it
figure
was a
four
real
leg lock.
song.
Let's see if he steps in there for it. It's what his father used. It's what
I'm not
he
a big
used.
Aerosmith
It's what the
guy.
Valentines have made famous. Here it comes.
Don't sell him in the
Here it
nuts, sell him in the
comes. He's gonna
stomach.
put
That way the referee
figure
doesn't
four
look
leg lock.
stupid.
No. He's going to punish him.
Elbow drop. He's going to try and make this punishment go a little bit longer.
Hell yeah, Paul. I need to
think
see
he
that.
enjoys his job tonight.
Figure four leg lock.
This is it
That's
right
it.
here.
We're done.
This is it. One of the most
Why is he selling his
devastating
arm?
holds in wrestling.
This figure four leg lock's it's separating my shoulder.
Trying to let him release the hold, but Scott Cave is in serious pain right now.
I wonder if whenever he hugs his wife at night, if he just hangs on to her and hangs on to her,
fuck,
or if he
Terry.
lets her go after her.
I don't know. But I tell you what, it's obvious that
Ollie's
Scott
like,
Cave
dude,
is in a lot of
let go.
pain
I
right now.
don't want to make things
Greg
awkward
Valentine
at
is the
dinner.
winner. Scott Cave, well, he's in some trouble.
I'm not
right
really an
now.
Aerosmith guy.
I'll tell you, I want to
Steven
take a
Tyler
look at
kind
that
of gives me
replay,
the
and I'll try to
creeps.
explain to you
Spirit
people
of
a little
Justice.
about where the pressure
Maybe some
goes
Japanese
on
stuff in the
whenever you
future.
put a
Definitely not
figure
early
four leg
UFC.
lock on an individual.
Because Off the
It puts
Grid
the
is
pressure
for stuff
on
that I can
the
stream on
knee.
YouTube,
And if you'll
not
watch
get a
this right
copyright
here,
strike.
You'll shove one leg. He'll take that
And
right leg
this-
or that right ankle,
and
shove it
early
all the way
UFCs,
over the top of that
I'd get
knee,
zip
and whenever
zapped by
he sits
TKO.
down into it, it just increases that pressure. And whenever he scissors that leg, and it's called a figure four right there from the positions of his leg, because it makes like a four. And I'll tell you one thing right now, let's take a break.
Gotta
We'll
keep
be
that
back.
finger extended, Lolly. Brian Bear against Dusty Wolf. Bear versus Wolf.
Wrestling returns to the New Orleans area on Monday night,
New Orleans
June 8th
area.
at the Pontchartrain Center. The Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special. Bell time is at 7:30. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations.
I love this
or by
commentator
calling
because he sounds like he's about to narrate the most
468-6671.
boring
The NWF,
video
as always,
that your science
promises
teacher's
a
ever going to show
star-studded
you.
Card. And with me right now, two of the big stars of the NWF.
Look at Butch
Hacksaw
Reed,
Butch
all
Reed and
brothered
Mr.
out.
Wonderful Paul
Holy
Orndorff.
shit.
You know one thing? They couldn't name it a
Yeah,
better
Jake, I'm
name
with you.
than
Steven
the
Taylor
Cajun
sucks.
Slammin' Jammin' Special. Out there on Pontchartrain Lake, NWF is moving up in the world, got a future. And that's what Butch Reed and Paul Orndorff is here to do. We're here to do some
Yeah,
slamming
Ken,
and some
Brian
jamming.
Blair's up next.
So
Yep.
on June 8th, I'm geared up. You people got to get geared up, get out there and support your favorite wrestler because we
Dude, you
will
got to get a little
be
closer to the mic there, buddy.
You know something, the NWF, the reason why
Jackson,
the NWF is so
Slammin'
unique
Jammin'
is
special,
because we do
Cajun
what the
special
marquee
for lunch
says,
this afternoon.
and that's wrestle. So you know, what
I can
was
see
that date
Billy
again?
Jack.
What-
Or JD
June
Vance.
8th, brand new building,
ugh.
the Pontchartrain Center. You know, it's big, it's beautiful, it's brand new, the new seating, air conditioning. It's going to be
Is
a
he
great
horny
place
for
to
the
have
arena?
wrestling matches. And
Nick,
the
it's
Slammin'
beautiful.
Jammin', the Cajun Slammin' Jammin'. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to stepping in the ring with the likes of maybe a Buddy Landel or Bob Orton.
They don't
got
even
this
know what
new
their
guy,
match
the
is gonna
Night
be,
Stalker,
and they have to cut a
6'8",
fucking promo for this
325
show.
pounds. You got Ron Powers.
This promotion only lasted like a couple months.
The Eliminator, you know, he ain't got both oars in the water neither. So you got a lot of talent here. You got Greg Valentine, Butch Reed, myself. You know, it just goes on and on and on, and that's why the best wrestling,
Great
the
head of
best
hair on Paul
wrestlers in the
Orndorff
world
here.
are coming here.
Brian Blair
because
is
it's
still alive. He
competition.
runs the
And let's
Cauliflower
face it,
Alley
that's what
Club.
we don't really need the money. What we like is the competition of the
Up to
business.
6:35
coming
across
up on
all
Monday night, June
platforms.
the 8th
Thank you all
at the
so
Pontchartrain
much.
Center. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
Hanging out with me tonight here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is for one fall with a 10-minute time
There we
limit.
go.
Your
We
referee,
fixed the typo
Rocky
on the
Johnson.
Chiron.
Introducing
Brian
in
Blair
this
against
corner,
Dusty Wolf.
from San Antone, Texas.
San Antone.
weighing 228
Using slang.
pounds, Dusty
Look at
Wolf.
that jacket. He wasn't from Texas, was he? Like, you're a special type of enhancement guy when you get the custom windbreaker.
His opponent now approaching the ring from Tampa, Florida.
Like, you can't be a killer bee without the other killer bee.
Brian Blair, the
Just you
Killer
can't.
Bee.
Killer bee.
Well, Dusty.
Yep, that's right. Dusty Wolf would be Dale Wolf if Dusty was in the territory. The B and B Brian Blair stands for
Terry Funk, you wanted to know why they called him the Killer Bee? Look at the clothes, the black and gold.
But Brian Blair.
Bee. I didn't know if he was a bumblebee, a stinging bee, or a
Stinging bee.
or whatever kind of a bee.
Dusty Wolf is a
BB.
90s
He might
jobber,
be a BB, you know,
or
or he could be
enhancement
too,
guy,
if he
or
doesn't look too
journeyman.
smart.
He was
Tonight
all
he
over
might be one of the
WWF
BB
TV.
brains.
This is the first
NWCW
time we've
TV.
seen Brian Blair, the Killer Bee, with the NWF. We did see Dusty Wolf on a couple of occasions. He's a pretty tough competitor.
Beautiful fireman's carriage right there. Nice
Fireman's
amateur move
carriage.
by Brian Blair.
Very fancy sounding, Dusty.
Dusty Wolf shoves him off into the rope. Tackled by Brian Blair. Drops
Holy
down
shit,
by
thank you
Wolf.
so much for the
Blair coming
super
off into
chats, Scoops, SE
Nice
Scoops.
drop goal.
I'm gonna call you Scoops. Thank you so
And the
much.
Killer
Go
Bee
me,
is
go
quickly
you.
on top
The
of
show does
Dusty
rule.
Wolf.
I mean the NWF.
A lot of pressure on that arm
Thank
behind
you.
his back.
Hey, we're fixing to come up with that
Spelling B, but not
wonderful
spelling A.
30-minute match whenever we've got Bob Orton Jr. and primetime Ron Powers, managed by late night Jim Cornette, going up against Carl Lawrence.
Brian Blair's kind of
And
wearing the
first
Terry
down.
Funk
That's what
tights
I've
without
been
the
waiting
trunks
for.
over.
You talk about a wild match. Is that going to be wild
Wonder if
or
Terry
not?
was
There's
like,
going to be a lot
brother,
of action, probably
do
from the
that.
time the first bell rings. It'll be tough.
You know, I can't trust that.
Always got to be
Cornette.
careful
I
doing
can't
this
believe him.
because you
I
kind
can't
of
believe one thing he says.
get your head in the wrong
fact,
spot. It looks like you're
he
sucking
swore
on his
to me
neck.
that he was telling a lie. I still wouldn't believe him.
Yeah. It always
I've heard
seems to be that
Dusty
Jim
Wolf has a
Cornette
good book.
always,
Need to read it.
He always seems to interfere.
Some
sometime
he
in the
Brian
match.
Blair's pants and some chick at
This
Walmart.
is his advantage.
He's stealing some chorizo.
And a lot of action
It's
going
me
on in the
over
ring
on
right
YouTube.
now.
Leapfrog in the hip lock and an arm drag.
I hope he does the
Brian Blair.
mask thing,
Look
even
how
though he
uses
doesn't
that
have a
heat in his
partner.
advantage on Dusty
It'd be
Wolf's
so
head. Just a
stupid
little
that I'd
pressure
love
just
it.
to keep him down, just to get his get himself together.
Brought
Three
that knee
mullets.
into the back of that elbow.
One
Very
match.
punishing maneuver right there. Back into a wrist lock, hanging on to it. But Dusty
He just
Wolf,
tried to
he's
grab
game,
the
shoves him
small
back
of his
into the
back.
ropes. Drops down again. Let's see what Blair does this time. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Look at Brian
maneuver by
Blair.
Wolf
He's
right
going to give himself some time to kind of recoup a little bit. That was a smart move. He takes him out of
Bob
the
Cook
ring.
and Joey Mack should have been the main event.
Little time to
Halloween
recuperate,
Havoc
get
91. Hey,
himself
I'm not
together.
disagreeing
You
with
can
you,
see his arm was
Clint.
hurting him a little bit.
Buy the
Brian Blair
book.
taking a little time to get into the
They'd
ring.
be
He's a
top
little
guys.
shaken up
Joey
right
Maddox
now,
was my guy
but
when I
this
was a
does
kid.
give
I've
Dusty
said it here
Wolf that
many
time to
times.
recoup his
Bob
powers,
Cook,
and he'll
wonderful
try and take it to
punch.
Brian Blair right now.
Look at that.
Heavy forearm right
The,
there.
what is it? The bows of the Bowery? Seamus calls it. The
Referee's calling for a break, but if you'll notice, he'll just back off.
Yeah, Brian
just
Blair's a
enough to break
Hogan
that
guy.
count,
So yeah,
jump
he would have
back
been there
in
for the
on him
beat
again.
finish.
And old Rocky
Brian Blair was in the locker room at
seems to be
Starrcade
going
94.
with it right at this particular time.
Like he's in the Hogan Vader angle.
Dusty Wolf was working on Brian
They
Blair's
shoot for
spine
Super
for a
Bowl.
little bit, but
Just
he's
hanging
keeping
out.
him out of the ring. He's going to take him back in or try to. No,
Look at Dusty Wolf
that was a
go.
serious move right there. Brian Blair is in a little distress.
Also, nobody's ever
Dusty Wolf
been
might
choked
pull an
like that.
upset.
Like,
Brian Blair
did he have broccoli in his
and
throat?
I'll tell you, it
Come on.
shows you how fast things can change in professional wrestling.
I appreciate Dusty Wolf dyeing the fun part of the mullet, but not the business
Got him
part.
on the floor, and the tables turned that quick.
Yeah. You notice how Dusty Wolf using the
Brian
ropes to
Blair's
his
being very
advantage,
kind to
most of his
Dusty Wolf.
moves,
I imagine
using the ropes to his
they probably had
advantage.
a match in like the WWF together, and Brian was like, someday,
To the turnbuckle.
if we're on a show and things are a little more even, I'll get you back. And then Dusty Wolf walks up to him at this show, and he's like,
Just trying to get him to
so,
break
you
the
paying me
hold.
back tonight?
Heavy right hand in there. On
I'm
Blair,
with you,
another
Jake.
heavy
That
right.
Perk Angle thing sucked. I'm glad he stood up for himself, and I'm glad people are stopping calling him Perk Angle.
Wolf has the advantage.
So far, we've been very lucky. We've seen a
That's
lot
right.
of action.
Dusty Wolf
The
was
first three matches
Fabuloso
filled
Blonde
with action
with
from start to finish.
Kim Timms and Eric
These
Embry.
guys
Eric
no
Embry
different than the
rules.
previous two matches of the day. Body slam, yeah.
I think this is the most moves Dusty Wolf ever got to do consecutively in a match. Oh! Well, Harley
you're
Race
right. Well, Brian
headbutts.
Blair kind of dodged the bullet right there. He kind of moved just at the right time when Dusty Wolf went head first to the mat.
Referee again is so scared that they're gonna call a ref bump on the fly.
He ducked it. Atomic drop. Look out. Oh, they're with the clothesline.
Come on, people.
Ready for him now.
He's getting psyched right now as he's going to take it to Dusty
Shoot
Wolf.
right into the light, just completely blind everyone. Why don't we?
Turnbuckle.
Oh shit.
Picks him up for a slam.
Slam. And Brian the Killer Bee
What is
gonna
his
go
singles
up to
finish
the
going to be
second rope.
here? Double X handle, please be the finish. Please be the, damn it. I thought it was going to be the finish. Nope, he's doing a sharpshooter. Wow.
All right,
Look at
there it
that.
is. That's a Cobra twist right there.
No, it's not, Dust. No, it's not, Terry. I love you, Terry Funk. That's not the Cobra twist.
Brian Blair came
Cobra
back
twist is the
to take out Dusty Wolf. What you call that?
atomic
The Cobra?
abdominal
That's a Cobra
stretch thing.
twist, and again, that's another leg hold. We've seen two finishing holds here today on the National Wrestling Federation that are really...
Terry Funk is celebrating the fact that we've seen two finishers.
You can't get out of it.
We'll take a look at it right here. Brian Blair comes back, and he puts him in the Cobra twist. That's a new one I've just learned tonight. The figure 4 leg lock, we've seen
You learned it
the Cobra
incorrectly,
twist,
not the Cobra
and as
twist.
he swings him
I
over,
cannot think of the last time
Rocky
somebody did an
Johnson right
atomic
there,
drop
Dusty
on
Wolf, he gives it up.
TV.
He said, I've had enough. All he can do is wiggle his ears.
Scorpion
I've had enough. I don't want no
on
more, but guess what?
Deathlock.
We'll be back.
I love
What might
that.
be the match of the night. One fall, 30 minutes.
Holy shit, Orion. I love that. Oh, this is going to be good. Ron Powers and Bob Orton Jr., my boys. Paul Orndorff and Chris Adams.
Ray Brandt Dodge,
The work
Louisiana's
rate
#1
match coming
Dodge
up
dealer,
next.
is celebrating its 3rd anniversary by giving you the lowest prices of the year. Celebrate with America's #1 selling minivan, the Dodge Caravan, and pay only $11,995 at Ray Brandt Dodge.
Ray Brandt, we are
Travel in
three
style in a
Ray
fully loaded
Brandt
Dodge
ads,
conversion van
and we
for
are
only
half hour into the
$14,995.
stream.
Or choose the luxurious and roomy Dodge Dynasty for only $11,995 from Ray Brandt Dodge. Come out and make your best deal of the year this week during Ray Brandt Dodge's 3rd anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
They couldn't even edit a
Wrestling
second
returns
commercial.
to the New Orleans area Monday night, June the 8th.
There we go. Look at, there's
Center.
my boy.
The NWF presents the Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special.
Couldn't even remember the
7:30
name
Tickets
of
available
the
at all
show.
Ticketmaster locations.
There's my boy Joey
Call
Maggs with old
468-6671.
Steve Ray.
The card isn't signed as of yet, but 2 of the stars of the NWF were here with me today. Hotshot Joey Maggs and the Wild Thing Stevie Ray. Hotshot, what about
Stevie
this card
Ray,
coming up
sorry.
on Monday night, June the 8th?
You know, the hottest thing going on in professional wrestling right now
The
is the
flag.
NWF, the National Wrestling Federation. Anybody who's anybody in this sport is right here. And on June 8th at the Pontchartrain Center, you people are going to be treated to a great night of wrestling action. Anytime you see this banner up on the marquee, be sure not to miss it.
Okay, also joining me, and the name is appropriate, the Wild Thing, Stevie Ray.
You know, you got hot and wild, wild and hot. You're talking about the NWF, the best thing that's going on, and you're also talking about June 8th, a big card. Look at it. We're going to be
Look
there
at this,
hot and
bro.
wild,
He's
looking
all
juicy.
summoned
Come
out,
on,
dude.
baby. Come on down.
Man, the NWF. It's
Ray Brandt
smooth
Dodge,
and stuff.
Louisiana's
Ray Brandt
#1
4.
Dodge dealer, is
4 Ray
celebrating its
Brandts.
3rd anniversary by giving you the lowest prices of the year. Celebrate with America's #1 selling minivan, the Dodge Caravan, and pay only $11,995 at Ray Brandt Dodge. Travel in style in a fully
This
loaded Dodge conversion
was
van for only
after
$14,995. Or choose the
Steve Ray
luxurious
and Paul
roomy
Orndorff
Dodge
were in
Dynasty
the
for only $11,995
NWF.
from Ray Brandt Dodge. Come out and make your best deal of the year this week during Ray Brandt
I've
Dodge's
never seen
3rd
that promo,
anniversary
Grunion.
sale.
I need
Don't
to
miss
see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next
There are
event
like a million
is
people
none of your
ringside.
business. Listen up,
Oh, here we go.
swamp
Speaking of
dwellers
Jim
and all
Cornette.
you other various forms of genetic deficiency.
Wearing his funeral
Because I am
suit.
ready to now introduce the greatest tag team combination ever to step foot in this area. I'm talking about none other than the man from Kansas City. He's 250
Midnight's
pounds.
worked there
the
for
cowboy
years.
himself, Bob Orton Jr.
Oh my god, I love that sweater. He just wore a sweater from home. Like that's what he drives Randy to school in.
270 pounds from Kansas City, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, prime time Ron Powers.
So for those of you who don't know, Ron Powers was a St. Louis guy who like
Their manager tonight,
Larry
ladies and
Madison
gentlemen,
thought was going to be like the
Mr.
next
Jim
big thing
Cornette.
for years. He probably rode to the show with Bob Orton, and that's how he got on. Oh god, here we go. Copyright strike. Get
Orndorff. One fall, 30-minute time limit.
This
Bob Orton Jr. again. Last time we saw Bob Orton in the NWF, him and Chris Adams had like the best match imaginable. Oh, I'm joking, Jake. They probably, I've not had issues with music. With copyrighted music on these live streams. And if there's any sort of issue in the VOD, there's an option now I can remove the song. So. All good. I was joking.
Your good buddy, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff,
Chris Adams and Paul Orndorff is a very funny team. It's the who's who of who's left. Because my dog is being an asshole, clicking and clacking across the hardwood floor.
We'll see it, I promise you. We'll see it.
We will. You bet we will. I'll tell you what. You want? There's Cornette.
Now what's going on tonight? There's that guy again.
That guy, yeah, who the
man or somebody? I don't know who he is.
He's the honky tonk man or something.
He is the biggest idiot that I've ever met. I don't know. Cornette can't even stand him. That's what a moron he is.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Getting back to the action in the ring, you watch this. Watch this, Orton. Watch him move. Watch him maneuver. Both these guys are experienced wrestlers.
That is not Kenny Bolin.
Neither one of them
Ollie Dude is in the
going to
ring.
let the other one force him into his corner. So therefore, they're back into the neutral corner. Very smart on both their parts. And the only thing that only common viewpoint that both of these guys
I love seeing this pairing
is
again
that
after the last time we saw them last year when we watched NWF, and they literally tore the house
That's the only
down.
thing they've got in common.
That's what's
and
going to make it
the same thing goes for Mr. Wonderful and P.T. Powers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice maneuver.
Oh, I feel bad. He normally, even when he was old, he was able to hit that hip up.
Mr. Wonderful from the top rope. High risk maneuver. They're going to work on Bob Orton right
Oh, that's
now.
fun. She likes Dragon Place. Legends of Wrestling is a real weird game. Like, every time I play it, like, I want it to be good, and then within 2 minutes I remember how rough it is.
Come off that top rope and not have to worry about it too much, and that's why he got such elevation on that maneuver.
That might be Ray Brandt at ringside. That's a good point.
Right now, Ron Powers,
704 folks
we've yet to see
watching with
prime
us
time
right
Ron
now. That's
Powers
awesome.
Tonight.
Love
We
you.
have seen Chris Adams, Paul Orndorff in the ring right now.
Orndorff.
Putting a little pressure on Bob
Always love when
Orndorff,
people would
working
pronounce
on
it
an
without the
armbar.
R. Orndorff.
We talked about what great wrestling shape they were in last week. Ooh, heavy pack.
Oh, hell yeah. Bob Orton with a sweet-ass bump.
Nearly knocked Orton out all the way to the floor there.
Ollie Dude is laying down the lolly law.
Just look at the determination in Orndorff's eyes.
Orndorff.
He looks
Orndorff's
like he
eyes.
is ready for some serious wrestling.
He sure does. He's got a face on him. I mean, he's got a scowl.
He's got a face on him.
Reversal to a hammerlock.
What does that even
Beautiful
mean?
leg trip by Orndorff.
He has a
Pops
face
back
on
up
him.
that arm
Like,
again.
is he ugly?
Working on the
Is he
arm.
hot?
You know, we've talked about tag team action.
Yeah,
before.
Bob Orton. I
The
did that
secret,
video about Bob
the
Orton
whole
last.
point of
I
it
think it was last
is
week.
teamwork. And if they don't work together,
Happy by
then they've
how
got
like
problems.
how much
this
love
crew
he got.
right here, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, Chris Adams,
In
they've
the
worked together
comments.
before. They're very good at it. Look what I'm talking about. Right to the ring. Adams going to the top rope.
Again, you see Orndorff hanging on to secure that position to give.
Perfectly
to give
fine
Adams the
tag
ability
team
to
match
go off
here.
the top rope. They just kind of traded positions that time. Still working on that arm on Orton, and there you see that wrist lock or arm bar right there. Variation of a Japanese arm bar. Orton trying to push him back in that rope, trying to get over there close enough that corner to make
Hello
that
to
tag.
Nerfire. I believe if I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just bad at reading names. But hello and welcome to the Twitch chat. Welcome, thank you so much for following. Thank you, Yankee Hawk. I love seeing this stuff grow. Having more and more folks watching this stuff with us every week.
I don't know. You talking about Cornette? He's still here.
Lolly Dude, making sure nothing's illegal.
We've got to find out who that guy is. We've got to find
Yeah, wrestling has
out who
evolved
his
past
name
a lot
is.
of the stuff here.
It kind of reminds me
For better or
of
for
somebody,
worse, it
a
has.
dead entertainer.
I'm not so sure he is. I think that you'd get an argument about that. Oh.
Tag made by Chris Adams.
God,
Paul
Paul-
Orndorff is the legal
Bob
man
Orton
in the
is
ring
so-
right now. Bob Orton,
Oh.
I tell you what, they've been working on him since the start, the first bell. He can't even get close to Ron Powers to get the prime
Yeah,
time
Chris
in, so
Adams
he
in
can take the
'98
break.
was a
Orton's
lot of
trying to
fun
coach him a little bit.
in WCW. I even liked when he had the feud with Chip Bit and we started doing all the judo shit again.
I know that Bobby would have liked to have made that tag and gotten out of that ring. And got a little bit
That's
of a rest.
interesting. I didn't even
They're
think
not
about that,
letting up. They're
Roderick.
staying on that arm. Orton shoots him
Falling off
off.
my kitchen counter now. Fucking bugs.
Big drop kick.
And look when Orndorff comes back with another one.
I love how Bob Orton was able to make that drop look great, and he didn't have to bump. He
It
just
looked like
ran.
maybe Bob
And I agree
Orton
with you,
was
not
gonna
that
try to
Chris
change it
Benoit.
around a little bit, take control a little bit.
Terry Funk is,
Flying drop
you'd think
kick,
that'd be
that was
like
it.
the one thing
Mr.
Terry
Wonderful
Funk
came right
couldn't
back to take
do.
control again.
You'd have to like
He
regulate
has
yourself.
got to get to the
But no,
ring
he's
to make the tag.
he's doing real well.
And you know what?
Doing play-by-play,
I
because
see
his
Bob
play-by-play
Orton
guy
play
can't do
that. He gets
play-by-play.
very nasty also.
What's the logo
But he
on
can
Bob's
change it around.
trunks?
He'll be
Ask
tough.
Jonathan. I think it's a playing card. Thank you, Jake Jonas. I appreciate that very much.
The tag's been made, but guess what? They take it right to prime time. Ron Powers. They're working on the same body part too. Went right back to the arm again.
One thing about it, you know, Prime Time didn't intimidate him with that size of his. I'll swear that he's about 270 to 280.
He's a big guy.
Big
Yeah,
wrestler.
Ron
You know,
Powers
there's
is always
two
supposed to be like a
wrestlers
big
on here
guy.
that, remind me
But
of the
he's
late
like
Bruiser Brody. One
not
is
that much
Prime
bigger
Time
than
Ron
anybody
Powers,
else in this match.
And the other one is Eli the Eliminator. Sometime I'd like to see them two go against each other. He's got a couple of wild boys.
Yeah, no
Film
doubt.
Fest guy, thank you so much for the follow. At first I thought it said Film Feet guy.
I don't believe it is.
I'm like,
because I'll tell you what, first time
what's up, Tony?
tries to come in there,
But no,
whenever he's
Film
not
Fest
allowed
guy,
to,
thank you so much
it's
for the
gonna
follow
break
over
loose.
on
I'll bet you
Twitch.
money it does. You want to lay a bet on it? I bet you a quarter. I win all the bets.
You do win all the bets, but you win them no matter what. But
Is Orton still a legal man? I didn't catch that.
wrestlers in the ring at one time?
Terry
Pretty
Funk
good
ever booked
possibility.
somewhere.
We might even see the guy with
Yeah,
the
he booked
racket in the ring.
Emerald.
And I'm talking about Jim
Trying to
Cornette.
think where the hell he would have
What do you
booked.
got, Cornette?
I know he was almost supposed to book WCW like a half dozen times.
And I wouldn't give him the credit of being called a fool.
And he was offered a booking gig in the WWF in like '93. Before he, the famous, my horse is sick, I have to go home.
Right back onto that arm, makes that quick tag.
They're going to work together. Teamwork, that's what I'm talking about. Another example
Teamwork.
of teamwork between Chris Adams and Mr. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Lollipop's keeping pretty good control of this
Yes,
match.
he is.
I didn't think the man would have stand a
That's
chance
right,
with these four
Terry
men.
Funk's
To be
not booked
serious
in
with
this
you, I
thing.
didn't think he'd stand
Type
a
of
chance
friend
to
is
keep
he?
in control, but he's doing a pretty good job.
So far, it really hasn't gotten out
A
of
great
hand
mullet
as
on
of
Ron
yet.
Powers,
Orton's
yes.
getting a little impatient. He wants to get back into the ring.
Powers picked him up for a slam then, but Chris hang right onto that arm.
You know, Chris is a big guy, and I've heard you mention the term wrestling fit. And if you look at Chris Adams and Paul
Anthony
Orndorff,
Palumbo,
they're
thank you
very
so much
fit
for the super
individuals.
chat.
They
I'm
look
glad to be a stress
in
relief
tip-top
tonight,
shape.
my friend.
Knee drop.
World sucks. We all need to be there for each other. I'm glad to have you
Yes, well,
here.
look at Prime Time Ron
Thank you
Powers.
so
Look
much.
at Bob Orton. I'm telling you something, National Wrestling Federation has got a bunch of great wrestlers in it. It's wrestling action, kind of action we want here in Louisiana. Oh, nice
Ooh.
kick. Drops in there. You see how fast he got on top of it, too?
Ghost86, thank you so much for the follow.
Prime Time was
A
able
lot
to
of
kick him
folks.
out.
I'm loving this. Loving the turnout tonight. You guys are the best.
Brother Paul Orndorff.
On
Jim
off.
Cornette.
Adams in.
He looks like he just smelled a booger over there.
What?
Cinching up on that hammerlock right now. See, they're keeping him in there tighter. They had
I love that Chris Adams' trunks are like off color Union Jack. Like it's gray and like maroon.
Shortens the extension of your arm. Whenever you got him in there that close, it's harder for him to make the tag.
Body slam by Prime Time Ron Powers. But you know, again, I
Also,
keep bringing
props to
this
Ron
up, but
Powers
look
for
where
having
all
those
the action's taking
cowboy
place.
wrestling
From the middle of the ring
boots.
to the corner of Paul Orndorff and Chris Adams. They're not giving the man in the ring a chance to even get close to make a tag.
Hello, Marshall Williams. Thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate it a ton. Lolly Dude laying down the law.
A very slick maneuver.
Lolly, turn around.
Oh, look out. They're doubling up on him right now. They're going to double up on him.
Sam Cushions. Anthony Palumbo's screen name is goated. Yes, I believe it's to catch a predator. Yes. All are being so awesome with those super chats tonight. Thank you so much.
Chris Adams is in trouble right now. Bob Orton hit him with about
You know, as Adam said, Adams left his trunks in the back window of his car for a week. That's what happens. Looks like one of those ECW action figures that like turn different colors as they age. Yeah, Ron Powers was on a couple of Nitros. That's right, No You Stick It. Yeah, he was one of the big guys that they would bring in for Luger to do jobs to. Also, what a great elbow by Bob Orton. Look at that!
He's got the leg across his throat right now. Shoving Adams into a terrible position, isn't he?
Chris Adams is in trouble right now. Now he's got to get over here to get Orndorff into the ring so he can take a little bit of a break and cut on the coupe. But Bob Orton is working on him non-stop.
He's also making sure that he gets out of there on time for that count. You notice that. Here comes a maneuver by Orton. Slingshot maneuver.
Liz Alvarado. Hello, and thank you for the follow.
I'll tell you what, after working on
I've seen you around before. I'm glad to have the follow.
He's using the rope.
And the hard camera wire, the face is over, always upper left, and the heels position lower right. That way, you can see the face in the corner, like reaching out, pumping up, and doing all that. Thank you so much, Film Fest guy.
He's going to take care of him.
Appreciate you. I love doing the reels. I'm glad to have you watching them.
His throat right across there again. They are working on his neck. I don't know if he can come back in the ring or even make a 20 count right now. After all the punishment
Cowboy security holding shit down at ringside.
Trying to get
Lolly dude. Telling Paul Orndorff, man, listen, you gotta follow the rules. I don't care what's going on. You gotta follow the rules. You do not cross the dude.
Now, who's the legal man in the ring for the power?
I have no idea who the legal man is.
I guess it's prime time because he's in the ring.
I guess it's prime time. All I know is the man
These guys are putting in the work. Appreciate it.
Is Chris Adams.
Is the ref played by Buddy Rose? No. Lolly Dude is the referee's name. Thought it was Greg Valentine last time we streamed.
Throwing him back into the ring.
You know, we even made a comment a little while ago. Lollipop was doing such a good job of keeping Orton.
Lollipop? Wait, you can't just change his name to something even more gimmicky. Now they're saying it's a lollipop?
Oh, there comes a bunch of rights. Another right.
Well, Terry Funk's loving this. I love that Terry Funk, even on like a show like this, loves wrestling so much.
Orndorff is on top of him.
I know what you're talking about, Grudman. That's funny.
What's going to happen now? Drives him into that turnbuckle.
Oh, I love that. That was a fun little bump into the turnbuckle.
On top of him. Staying on top of him.
Pretty neat.
Throws him off into the ropes. A reversal on his start. Here goes a leapfrog by Prime.
Oh!
The big boot to the face.
Oh, Blocker, thank you for the super chat. I saw your Blue Sky post earlier. That's awesome. You were there. Got to yell at Lolly Dude and tell him to turn around. A pile driver. One. Oh, nope. The Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. Man, so cool. He has two nicknames, and it all works. I've heard the Prince from Women's Championship Wrestling, Clint. Could not ever play those promos on here, but I've heard them.
Go, Paul, go.
Go, Paul, go.
And he's got a long way to go. Chris Adams is asking for the tag. He can't quite seem to get his bearings straight. He doesn't know which way to go.
All he needs not even counting. He's just like, okay, you guys are down. You guys are down.
Is coming to the corner.
You guys are down? Okay.
Look out. Oh.
Holy shit, Grunion, you just broke my brain in the best way possible. The Ace Cowboy Bob Orton with the Gambler would have been such a good team. Holy shit, Grunion, you are a genius.
And Orndorff is out of the ring after him.
Orndorff's got it. Orndorff's got it.
I thought Paul Orndorff was going to do the noggin thing with the security guard and Jim Cornette.
Well, that's that jerk. That moron.
That jerk. That moron.
He got a 3 count in. Primetime Ron Powers.
Jack, NWF was kind of, the idea was they were going to take over all the Mid-South towns. Buck Robley thought he could do that. Yankee Hawk, best pile driver, Paul Orndorff, or Jerry Lawler. I like Paul Orndorff's better. More pizzazz to it.
The people are on their feet. They're hot. They're mad.
But Paul Blocker was one of those folks in the crowd that was like, "Whoa, I can't miss the finish," because there were 19 things going on at the same time.
Perverted puke. And there you
Perverted
see
puke.
going in for the cover. And it's
Right
one,
as
and two, and
old
three,
Ron Powers
and Lollipop when it
goes
hits
into Amazon
on the ball,
position
and that's it.
on
We'll be
Chris
back.
Adams.
That's for this important message.
Next, Jimmy Rogers. I cannot wait for Jimmy Rogers against Eli the Eliminator, which nobody has ever spelled that way ever.
Jammin' Special happens on Monday night, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center.
Oh,
Bell
hell
time,
yeah,
7:30.
Robert Gibson.
Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations.
Genuinely looks like he has to go take a shit.
671. With me is promoter of the NWF, Colonel Buck Robley, and one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson.
Buck,
I'm looking forward to
zoom
coming
out a
down
little.
June 8th because, you got a lot of good talent down here and a lot of good wrestlers. I heard the Nasty Boys are here, told me how big and how bad they are. Let me tell you something, Eli.
The Nasty Boys
you
were
are
not
big.
there.
Let me tell you something, you can be had. And Brian Powers, he runs his mouth.
We
too,
watched
so he's
3
gonna take care
episodes of this.
business.
I've
Y'all
not seen the
guys,
Nasty Boys
come on down
once.
there, baby. I can find me a party if there's got to be Butch Reed, Paul Arndorf, Wild Thing, whoever
Slow
it's
down,
gotta be.
buddy.
Y'all guys come on down. Go on
We
to
got
one
an hour of
thing,
TV
any
time.
competition there is.
Also joining me right now is the Colonel, a longtime fixture in professional wrestling, Colonel Buck Robley. Will we ever see you back?
Is there like a
in the
rule
ring?
that they have to interview 2 people at all times?
Special Monday, June
The
8th.
promoter jumps in.
Rick,
Old
I
Buck
really like
Robley.
to come out of retirement. I'm not in retirement. All I am is actually a matchmaker for the NWF. I can give those
I
licenses
love that
up,
hat.
and I can get back into that ring and crank up that old loaded brace that I used to wear, put that old nasty yellow shirt on, and just
Old
smile.
nasty yellow
but
shirt.
on that June 8th, I think Greg the Hammer Valentine's coming in. I've heard from the one-man gang. Tuxedo Terry Funk will be here with us.
They're already here. Been here
the
for 3 weeks.
Nightwalker, some big, impressive-looking young man. The people got a chance to see him last week at in New Orleans. Hercules Hernandez has made some.
He's just
inquiries
naming all
about
the
coming
Mid-South
here.
guys
But it's all going to take place on Monday,
are not
June
under
8th
contract somewhere.
at Pontchartrain Center. New building, new wrestling fans, new everything. Robert, what do you think about
New
everything
everything.
being new in the Crescent City?
That does seem like it'd be an old carny trick.
Okay,
We only have
tickets are available
one
at all
tape.
Ticketmaster
We gotta
locations, or by calling
get all these promos in, so 2 guys at a
466-6671.
time.
A whole lot of action at the Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special.
Buck Robley's like, get it right, or I'll replace
Ladies and
you.
gentlemen, this next match
Holy
is for one
shit,
fall
Jimmy
with a
Rogers.
10 minutes time limit.
Where's that Eli?
Introducing
I think that's
in
Jimmy.
this corner
Yeah, that's Jimmy Rogers.
from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 235 pounds, Jimmy Rogers.
Oh my God, that guy. He's has to be a criminal, right? Like, that guy lives outside of a gas station. But he just happens to be wearing tails on his gear. Thank you, Laz, man. Appreciate the kind words. I love this music. It's just somebody throwing up.
His opponent is now making
Yeah,
his
there's
way
Eli the Eliminator.
to the
Oh,
ring.
Jimmy Powers, the pervert of the week by far. Yes,
Gary,
Adam.
Indiana, weighing 200
Bella Hoosier, Eli the Eliminator.
pounds, Eli the Eliminator.
I like the part of the song better where the guy was throwing up.
Well, this match has started fast and
Jimmy
furious.
Rogers,
Eli, the
holy
Eliminator,
shit.
I think he has a little bit of a height and weight advantage over Jimmy Rogers, and he took it.
Oh, God. This looks like one of those YouTube videos where those brats are like trying to do the Chris Hansen thing, but they just beat the shit out of the guy
Eli
instead.
the Eliminator is just dominating this match, and I can understand why. He's a big, aggressive wrestler, and he has no pain threshold.
Does not, as we
All
saw
right, thanks for
on
coming,
a
Jake.
previous occasion
Thank you.
When he just took a chair and smashed
Hey, last
his
man,
own-
have a good
You know,
night.
you tried to
Everybody
talk
else, we
to
got
him
another
previously.
hour or so.
I can't see him getting beat in this match. I don't know, maybe so. But I'm going to try to talk to him after
Jimmy-
this and see if I can
is-
get anything out of him.
is
But
Jimmy
I tell you,
Rogers a
he's not
wrestler?
too cooperative a person.
I don't know if Jimmy Rogers
Does
is
he
a
even have
wrestler.
any family or anything that likes him?
I don't know either, but he just he certainly
Oh, God. Why would you do that? Okay, that it's so much safer than it started.
Driver. This has got to be it. 1, 2, and 3.
Why would you have a guy upside down and then be like, I need to switch my
I'm gonna try
arms?
to talk to Eli, the Eliminator, while you take us through the replay.
Well, I'll sure do that. Rockin' Rick Mocklin, old tuxedo terror.
This has the
will tell
vibes
you
of
about
one
it.
drug
Because I'll
dealer
tell you
knocking
what,
another
here
one
you
out of
see a
town.
pure power move. You see him reverse him. He's got him in that reversible atomic.
And I
drop.
love the way they
Just drops
replayed
him
it.
down on
It
his
shows
head,
that
his
he did
neck,
not
comes in
come
there for the
anywhere
cover,
close to the
goes
mat.
for the count. 1, 2, and 3. Here we are.
I think there
Let's
were a
go to the
few
interview.
different Eli the Eliminator.
Eli.
It's weird because it's not like it's that great
Eli,
of
wait,
an
let me talk to you a second.
commentary is
Let me talk to you a
Terry
second.
Funk and
What?
I forget the other
I
guy's
just want to talk
name.
to you 1 second. Shut up.
Shut up.
If I want to find out about smashing your head with a chair. No. All I want to do is talk
Look
to
at
you.
the timekeeper.
All I
I'll
wanna do
beat
is
your
talk to
fucking
you.
ass. The timekeeper.
All I want to do is talk to you.
Everyone
that's
else,
all.
oh my god, who's the enemy
I tell
timekeeper?
you what,
He's
I
gonna
don't-
shove that thing in his eye.
Eli, look out, Terry, look out.
Yeah, something tells me he's not really from Gary, Indiana. Also, bless Terry Funk's heart for selling for this guy too. Most wrestlers would
Terry, I don't think
good
we're going to
commentary
get Eli to
would
talk
like
to us.
try to be Billy
We're going to
Badass.
get Eli to talk to us.
I don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk to him either. I tell you what, we'll be back with more.
I love
NWF
the timekeeper. That guy's my favorite.
Right after this, stay tuned.
He's like, I know I'm supposed to for this guy. Cowboy Ed Robeson and Buddy
With all
Landel
the
against the
problems
Rock
in
and Roll
insurance
Express.
industry these days, it's hard to know who to trust. Fayard
Up next.
Insurance has been serving the New Orleans area with affordable,
So
dependable
they're airing
automobile
Budro
insurance
matches
for over
from
10
before they
years.
fired him.
And now with the new Fayard Insurance location on Clearview, it's easier than ever before to get the protection you need at a price you can afford. Call Fayard Insurance for a free
Terry
quote.
Funk and
On
Ed
the East Bank, call
Mocklin. Thank you. That's the correct
456-6055.
spelling,
On the
Mocklin.
West Bank, call 366-1474.
I thought he was saying Maudlin
Let Fayard
first.
Insurance tailor an insurance policy for you. Fayard Insurance.
Ray Brandt Dodge, Louisiana's
Ray
#1
Brandt
Dodge dealer,
Dodge,
is
baby.
celebrating its 3rd anniversary by giving you the lowest prices of the year.
Paul Blocker, did
Celebrate
you ever
with
buy
America's
cars from
#1
Ray
selling
Brandt
minivan,
Dodge?
The Dodge Caravan, and pay only $11,995 at Ray Brandt Dodge. Travel in style in a fully loaded Dodge
This
conversion
will be Holly
van
and
for only
Gibson, yes.
$14,995. Or choose a luxurious and roomy Dodge
I was going to lead
Dynasty
into
for only
that for folks who were not here
from
last
Ray
year
Brandt
when
Dodge.
we watched
Come out
it.
and make
but-
your best fuel of the year this week during Ray Brandt Dodge's 3rd anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
I lost count. I think we're at 6 Ray Brandt
Wrestling
Dodge
returns
commercials.
to the New Orleans area on Monday, June the 8th. The
This is just the
National
first
Wrestling
episode. We might hit
Federation
15.
presents
We
the
might.
Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special at the Pontchartrain Center.
Cajun
Bell time,
Slammin'
7:30.
Jammin'
Tickets
Special.
available at all Ticketmaster outlets or by calling 468-6671. An all-star card on Monday, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center. The Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special.
Speedy DePalma,
Bell time, 7:30.
Yeah,
Tickets
it was
available
on
at
this
Ticketmaster
last year when
by
we
calling
watched this.
468-6671.
Ray Brandt Dodge was all over it.
Ray Brandt Dodge, Louisiana's #1 Dodge
Fortunately,
dealer, is
no,
celebrating
Paul
its
Walker did
3rd
not
anniversary
ever
by
buy a
giving
car
you
from
the
Ray Brandt
lowest prices
Dodge.
of the year. Celebrate with America's #1 selling minivan, the
We're
Dodge
at
Caravan, and pay only
seven Ray Brandt
$11,995
Dodge
at
commercials.
Ray Brandt Dodge. Travel in style in a fully loaded Dodge conversion van
4?
for only $14,995. Or choose a luxurious
I don't
and
know.
roomy Dodge Dynasty for only $11,995
Maybe this might be
from
5.
Ray Brandt
I don't
Dodge.
know.
Come out and make your best
I'm
deal
going
of
with
the year
7.
this week during Ray Brandt Dodge's 3rd anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
Ladies and
Now
gentlemen,
5.
this is
Okay,
a tag
Nicky, huh?
team
I'm gonna go
match
with your
with
number.
a 10-minute
5.
time limit. One fall.
Look at this team.
Introducing in this corner
Cowboy
from
Bill.
San
It's not
Francisco,
Robinson. It's
weighing
Robeson.
225 pounds, Cowboy Ed Robinson.
That's not what the Chiron said.
Partner
Also, he is
from
wearing
Jacksonville,
a
Florida,
child's
weighing in at
cowboy
230
birthday
pounds,
costume.
The Nature Boy.
Hell
Buddy
yeah. My guy,
Landel.
Buddy Landel. I wonder who's taking the fall. Ring announcer on it. Stop it here between singing with the Rat Pack. I love how Buddy just throws that rope that he probably spent a lot of money on. Like, if anybody's going to team with Buddy Landel, it's going to be Cowboy Ed Robeson. Yes, the Rock and Roll Express here is Bob Holly, and Robert Gibson. The same Bob Holly of World Wrestling Federation. Robert and Ricky were not talking at this time. Plus, Ricky was in WCW as Richard, or he was almost done being Richard, but he was still in WCW. But him and Robert were not getting along. What is a nature boy?
Too much of nature boy Buddy Landel.
I think the thing is that Nature Boy's supposed to be all natural, and all the Nature Boys have like bleach blonde hair, and that's where the heat.
Texas, I'm meaner than a rattlesnake, tougher than leather.
Yes, I believe Richard Morton was still in WCW at this time.
And look what we got running around in that ring, claiming to be a cowboy, claiming to be a lover of rodeo, and I'll tell you what.
Bob Holly was very good at being fake Ricky Morton. And that's right, Paul Blocker. Bob Holly has the distinction of being both a fake Rock and Roll Express member and a fake Midnight Express member. It is so good. And he probably hasn't, he's never put that together in his life.
Look at these. He doesn't want to go in. He does not want to go in. Are these boys going to tag or are they going to kiss?
Are they going to tag or they're going to kiss? Well, what if they kiss? What if they kiss, Terry?
I'll tell you one thing, Landel, look at him. He'll beg off on you. I know this guy very well. He'll beg off on you. Then
Lolly
he'll sneak
dude.
behind you, take advantage of you. I'll bet that cowboy would like to sneak in behind you, take advantage of you, but I don't think he's a cowboy.
Well, I didn't say that. You did that, Tuxedo Terry.
Oh, Budro rules. That was great. That was great.
He popped up quick. Makes the tag. Bobby Holly comes in.
Bobby Holly.
For the Rock and Roll Express.
There's a reason why he never really went by Bobby Holly. It just sounds silly. Sounds like a silly boy. Silly little boy.
Turnbuckle, and he tags the, I'm certainly not going to call him a cowboy.
I'd like to know where he gets those shorts out of the ballerina.
I like Ed Robinson. He's so fun sleazy. I always love like a real dirty sleazy dude wearing pink and yellow.
Bobby Holly gets out of the way for the elbow drop.
I love the juxtaposition of it.
He's going to go to the corner.
Imagine Bob Holly doing a Buddy Holly gimmick.
Got out of that some kind of way.
Got that front face lock on him, pulls him back over in that corner. Here you see great teamwork on this tag team.
That is correct.
Part.
We've said it time and time again. Tag team, teamwork. It all goes hand in hand.
Snap mare and reverse chin lock.
I love how Ed Mocklin's like, I figured out tag team wrestling, guys. If the two guys work together, it goes well.
The Rock and Roll Express right now, they're in control of this one.
Quick tags. Right up on the top rope.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Look out, high risk maneuver. Wow! This has got to be it. Landel tries to come into the ring.
Poor Buddy.
The opportunity.
That was one heck of a move.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the finish. I'm like, oh no, Buddy. Oh, this is the finish. Like 2 minutes. Buddy Landel essentially is on the enhancement wrestler side of the squash and for an independent promotion. That breaks my heart.
I'm telling you, we had the action here today in that tag team match. Eli the Eliminator. Hey, what did he say here on TV? What did
Cowboy
he say?
ad.
He told you to shut up.
Yes, he did.
But I'm not going to
Bang,
shut up.
bang.
I'm going to keep on talking because I want to tell you people to be back to the National Wrestling Federation next week because we've got.
Yeah, how was that not the finish? I love that the finish was just a worse version of the move they did right before.
It's going to get better next week.
You know, next week we see Brian Blair taking on Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Be a real good match.
We'll get to see that in a
We'll see
second.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. He'll be back here again.
Hey, we don't have any more time. What I want to say to you people out there in television land is a buenas noches, a hoochie cooches, and a so long, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Producer Buck Robley. I love how the credits are just a slow-mo shot of the apron. There we go. And also the replay in the credits is not of the finish, it's of the move before the finish, because it's way cooler. That is very funny. Elias Gray, I believe I pronounced your name correctly. Yeah, this man's nearly dead, but I could make him run the ropes. It would have been great if every credit was Buck Robley. All right, before we go to the second episode, here's what we'll be watching Tuesday on Twitch for WCW Deep Cuts Live.
Ever worn a chicken? No. Have you ever worn a chicken suit?
No. I hope he doesn't try to weasel out of it, though, Tony. I hope he doesn't.
What, are you referring to me now?
No, I was talking about Colonel Parker.
Well, go talk to Tony. Or you both of you go talk to the humanoid.
So that is Tuesday, about 48 hours away from now, on Twitch.
Championship Wrestling.
Ace of Trace, thank you so much for re-upping your sub. Appreciate you, my friend, over on Twitch. Filling up that syringe.
Howdy,
Put on a
partner.
chicken suit.
Yes, sir. Rockin' Rick Mocklin and Tuxedo Terry Funk are back.
Terry Funk is getting progressively more unhinged.
Cajun style. Why don't
Let's say 8 o'clock. It should have said 7 or 9.
Okay,
yeah, Tuesday at 9 on Twitch this Tuesday. Every WCW Deep Cut starts at 9 every Tuesday.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff is here. Primetime Ron
Mellow CF, thank you for the follow, my friend. Hype Train has started.
Against Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Appreciate the sub at Tier 1. Hype Train has started on Twitch. Choo, baby.
Action down here in Louisiana, and I want to say something. Let's go to ring with.
No worries, we've still got plenty of time. Broken Ballers, Daddy.
Yeah.
There we go. We got some more Budro. Back-to-back Budro. Love it.
By the National Wrestling Federation for
Paul Orndorff and Buddy Landel. This is probably going to be really good, actually.
Time limit. Introducing.
Yeah, Terry Funk rules here, because, yeah, you nailed it. He is like a drunk uncle giving a reception speech at a wedding.
Landel.
I love that robe because I could buy it being both really expensive and very cheap. Yeah, Terry Funk was definitely made for Japan. He has that weirdo energy. I agree, Ruber. I say that and I love... When I call someone a weirdo, unless I'm specifically being mean to them, I'm saying it with love. We're all weirdos. Here we go, Paul Orndorff, accompanied to the ring by his manager, Super Mario.
From Tampa, Florida, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a lot of fun. Probably going to be the best match we see tonight, I bet.
For Mr. Paul Orndorff, the theme from Rocky. And I guess the people here have taken a liking to Paul Orndorff, just as they did to Rocky.
What are you trying to do? Impress us with your knowledge on movies there? Oh, look out. What is this right here?
Okay, I like that. If that would have gone just a little... Oh, there we go. I like the idea of going in for the O'Connor role, and then the guy holds on, but you let go of him, so he's shocked, and then you close on him over the top. That was pretty cool. Pretty clever.
Up to next, Rockin' Rick Mocklin.
Rockin' Rick
Mocklin.
Yeah, Paul Orndorff will be in the WCW about 6 months after this.
Including top tag team action. Mr. Orndorff was part of it with Chris Adams. And right now, he is in the ring with a good one.
Also, I didn't even notice that. They have a banner up at the ceiling. Like, I love the attention to detail, but also who the hell's going to see it?
Last week, we had a hot show for you, but there's no telling what's in store for
I would not be surprised if they just had one cassette.
And we are seeing
He
one
likes
of the better
dragonflies.
wrestlers in the NWF.
I went to
Paul
when I
Orndorff,
was
and
in
the
middle
Nature
school.
Boy, who has
I went
been,
to an indie show
yes, you could say known
where
for
they only had
that might
Kid
not
Rock's Rebel
be
Without a
in the rule
Cause.
book.
So like the opener, the first guy came out to the first track, and the second guy came out to the second track, and they just went down the CD listing. And then by the main event, they had to like go back up because there were only like 12 or 13 songs on the album.
I tell you,
And they
Buddy
just like
does, all
recycled
jokes aside, Buddy
music.
does
It's
have
very
a lot
funny.
of ability. As you can see right here, he's working on one of the better wrestlers in all of professional wrestling. Now you see that little takedown. I think he kind of.
Lolly dude, get in there, man. Get in there. I don't think this had really had any connection to Smokey other than they shared talent.
And can you believe that Nature Boy is going to look to the
I just think a lot of guys worked a bunch of the same places to like keep a roof over their head.
Can I believe what? I can't believe you rocking, Rick.
Well, I tell you, I think I'm more honest than Nature Boy Buddy Landel. I can tell you that much.
Honesty certainly isn't one of his policies, though.
It's not.
I'll tell you what, there's some heavy rights right there, though. The man can throw a good right.
Yes, he can. And he's working on Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, right now.
Orndorff. I can't get over it. I love people saying Paul Orndorff. Ant on YouTube asks, why do you think wrestlers change styles so much in 30 years? Just the way things went, you know?
Advantage right now.
Like, we've all been, it's evolution. Everything evolves. Wrestling 30 years before this looked way different. But we also all got access to so much footage. Like, back then, you know, you could maybe trade tapes and see a couple other territories if you were, like, real nerdy. But it's not like now where, you know, you go and pull up your phone and you have access to every wrestling match ever. And you can, like, steal 20 cool things from 20 different wrestlers.
I'll tell you, I'm glad that I'm not in that
ring
anymore. I don't think I can take that kind of punishment. Whoa, look out! Shot him off into the ropes and a high drop kick.
Flying drop kick, a good maneuver from Paul Orndorff as he is in control now. And this is where Mr. Orndorff really gets a little.
There we go. He was trying to figure out where the hell he was going to put that knee.
Orndorff's going up to the hot top rope.
The hot tub rope.
Risky business maneuvers. Oh, high elbow.
God, we need to stop calling them high-risk maneuvers and call them risky business maneuvers.
What's he asking for?
I think he's asking his crowd if they want a power driver.
Are you serious? This match is already going to be over?
There it is. There it is. I think this one might be over. I think this one's over.
Wow. Buddy was like an enhancement guy here.
Well, I'll go ahead and show you why.
Bless Buddy's heart for doing the twitchy leg sell.
To being about 2 to 3 inches shorter than he was before. Let's take a look at Paul Orndorff.
I am amazed, a little heartbroken, because I love Budrow. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Budrow cut that promo we watched last year. And Buck Roble was like, I can't use you anymore after this. So you're just going to like do some quick jobs and get the fuck out of here.
And a 2, and a 3. Let's go to Paul Orndorff and Rockin' Rick Mockland.
There we go, ringside promo
with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff right now.
Look at these
Paul,
haircuts.
You look fit. You're in great shape, and it's great
Rick
to see
Mockland
you
with his
wrestle
sweet
with such
little earring stud.
You know, I've been wrestling now for 16 years, and I feel like now that
shout out to the fan holding up the Paul Orndorff 8x10
condition that I've ever been in. And you know that old saying, you can't beat.
Does he have laryngitis?
You know, I've learned from the best, the Funks, these people, and the Briscoes, and like I said before, I'm excited.
I love how anybody who wants to list like old wrestlers in a promo, it's just the only ones they remember are the Funks and the Briscoes, and in that order.
You know, it's obvious you're a big fan with the fans here in the NWF, and it's great to see you've teamed up with Chris Adams for tag team action.
Rick Mockland was in Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
You know, Chris, he's made a name for himself, and he's right up there with some of the best in the world, and some of the best in the world are here today. And,
I cannot get over Paul Orndorff's little boy haircut.
Brian Blair, Bob Orton, the power, you know, the power, that big guy, the power guy. You know, and Eli,
do I think Paul Orndorff had the best pile? He had one of them.
We're here for
I don't know. I'd have to,
and,
like,
we're here to
review
try
a bunch of pile drivers to
let's do
say
the
who was
best we
the
can do.
best.
Okay, Mr. Wonderful, Paul
But he had a
Orndorff.
great one.
We'll be back with more NWF wrestling action right after this.
Scott Cave against Primer Time. Oh, I thought it said Primer Time. Ron Powers.
Wrestling returns to the New Orleans
Agent
area
Slammin'
on Monday,
Jammin'
June the 8th.
Special.
The National Wrestling Federation presents the Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special at the Pontchartrain Center. Bell time 7:30. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster outlets.
Again, they can't
or by
promote.
calling
They have all this TV time. They can't promote one
468-6671.
match
An
for
all-star
the
card
show.
on Monday, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center.
Primus
the
time, Ron
Cajun
Power.
Slammin' Jammin' Special.
Him coming out just
Bell
like
time,
slapping a
7:30.
bass.
Tickets available at Ticketmaster by calling 468-6671.
Ray Brandt Dodge, Louisiana's
There
number
we go.
one Dodge
I think this
dealer,
is number
celebrating its
6
third
for
anniversary
the
by
90s.
giving you the
I
lowest
bet we
prices of the year.
do hit double
Celebrate
digits.
with America's
I don't know if
number
we're gonna
one
hit
selling
15.
minivan, the Dodge Caravan,
But if
and
this
pay
is
only
6, then we're probably gonna hit
At
10.
Ray Brandt Dodge, travel in style in a fully loaded Dodge conversion van for only $14,995.
Price includes rebate.
Or
Oh, that
luxurious
means
and roomy Dodge Dynasty
that means
for
the price
only
is a lot higher.
$11,995 from Ray Brandt Dodge.
Because nobody actually
Come out
sends
and
in
make
the
your
fucking
best deal of the
rebate.
year this week during Ray Brandt Dodge's third anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
How long is this damn sale going?
With all the problems in the insurance industry these days, it's hard to know who to trust.
There's no way Van
Fairlight
Hammer would have known if
Insurance has been
somebody gave
serving
him
the
a
New
base.
Orleans area with affordable,
Oh,
dependable
this
automobile
has different
insurance
strings
for over
on
10
it.
years. And now with the new Fairlight Insurance location on Clearview, it's easier than ever before to get the protection you need at a price you can afford. Call
It looks like
Fairlight
they're selling
Insurance
insurance
for a free
to each
quote.
other in the
East
office.
Bank, call 456-6055. On the West Bank, call
This aired, I think, a local
366-1474.
NBC
Let Fairlight
affiliate
Insurance tailor an
in
insurance policy for you. Fairlight Insurance.
Nolans.
The National Wrestling Federation brings you the very best each week in hard-hitting, body-slamming professional wrestling.
Oh,
the
yeah.
NWF is growing fast, and here's your chance to be a part of our winning team. The NWF is looking for
They're
corporate
recruiting
sponsors.
employees.
Find out how the NWF
By
can
employees,
more
I mean
impact in your marketing and
people to
promotional dollars with
live
TV
out of
commercials,
Buck Robley's
discount
car.
tickets, even live appearances. We've got the tools and talent to breathe new life and excitement into your business. Don't wait because space is limited. Call the NWF at 348-2059.
I bet that's Buck
Ladies
Robley's
and gentlemen,
house.
this next match is for one fall.
The
with
way
a
they pan, they
10-minute
like
time
zoom
limit
in very
introducing
slowly
in the blue
at the beginning of
corner,
every match.
weighing 275
Makes it look like every match is a
pounds
ladder
from
match,
Atlanta,
and the
Georgia,
prize is that banner.
Scott Cade.
Scott Cabe. There we go. Again, his singlet top does not fit correctly. It is way too big. He's already fussing with the straps. Poor
His
guy.
opponent now on his way to the ring.
Oh, hell yeah.
Advantaged by Mr. Jim
Can you tell he's a Brody Mark?
Cornette from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in tonight at 260 pounds.
Like, if you're doing a Brody thing, you don't shave, you weirdo.
All right, stand on your feet. Pay your respect to the object of every female
You know how many
desire.
girls I was into in high school that
talking about
had
none other
the Ron
than the man
Powers
from
hair?
St. Louis, 265 pounds, prime time, Ron Powers.
Yeah, Ron Powers was a Brody Mark. Like, he would do it a little more explicitly in other territories, but in a lot of places he did a Bruiser Brody gimmick.
Well, we've got prime time Ron Powers with late night Jim Cornette. Whoa!
Late night Jim Cornette.
Scotty.
That's right, they would call him Brody Ron Powers. That's right, Jackson.
Never at a loss for words.
Never. You know what he said?
Why is he bumping for this guy?
Yeah!
This guy is like, if they let me wrestle. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
Let me tell you something. Cornette just came over to me and says, hey, he says, I got big news for you. He said, I want to talk to you after this match. And I don't know who he's talking about. Michael Allsher? I don't know. I've never heard of him. I never heard of Michael Allsher.
I'm assuming that's the
Elvis
Elvis
But I
guy.
know one thing I'm sure of. Prime time Ron Powers is delivering some punishment to Snotty Scotty Cave right now. There was a 2 count.
Snotty Scotty
Oh,
K.
Rocky
All said his
Johnson.
titty's coming out.
Counted 2.
There-
Didn't quite
why-
get the 3. Watch this maneuver right here.
Buy a better singlet,
What is
buddy.
he going to do with this man right now?
Like, they need to blur out the screen, man.
A reverse atomic drop. Ooh.
Primetime is taking it to Scott Cave right now.
Late night Jeff. Oh, God. I'll let y'all read that one.
You know what Primetime is missing right now?
That's a good one,
Bob
Richard.
Orton, his tag team partner.
But I would wear a singlet, a shirt, a jacket.
It looks like Cave
I'd
might
wear
need about 2 or 3
suspenders over the
partners to go
jacket.
ahead and pull this one
I wear
off.
like
I don't think he
6
stands a
layers.
chance right now. Although he
You're not
sat
catching
down on him.
me.
He said, "Hey, Cave, reverse
Shirtless in
this."
front of the crowd.
Body slam by Scott.
Yeah, this guy is.
Whatever he does.
There's one of these every time. Oh shit!
He misses a lot more than he connects.
Lachlan is an asshole. This guy sucks. He never hits moves.
Primetime's giving his signal like it's over.
Feeling him up.
Yes, it is. It's over.
Like one of those Rhea Ripley pens.
It's over. It's over. Ron Powers.
You know, maybe I can find out who Michael Allsure is, and I'm supposed to be some big news from Jim Cornette, so I'm going to try to get over there with that interview.
I'll take the replay. I'll take us to the replay. And Primetime flying.
Imagine if his second favorite wrestler was Terry Taylor.
He signals it is over. And as we go back to the ring action, Primetime Ron Powers with the cover and the pin.
Right up in there. Going to second base with him. Topping that thing.
1, 2, 3. And it is all
The referee's like, fuck, he was my ride home.
To Tuxedo Terry Funk, where he'll talk with Jim Cornette and find out what's going on with a guy named Michael Allsure.
Mama's boy. Also, Brian Dermody says hello to everybody.
Well, here we are.
He's out at dinner tonight.
Here we are.
But he sends his love to everybody in the chat.
That you had some very important announcement to make, something to say with, hey, Michael Allsure. Is that Primetime's real name, Michael Allsure?
No, let me tell you something, Tuxedo Terry.
Again, you can't do a Brody gimmick if you're barely taller than Jim Cornette.
Talent, I was selling talent, I was wheeling and dealing, making some money, some green stuff. I got more than I'll ever use, but I always like to have some left over just so I can throw it at these welfare cases around here and make their day. So I've had this guy
honestly, I'd appreciate that.
Trying to talk to me, trying to bug me. I thought he was a goof. As a matter of fact, I still think he's a goof, but I found out he's a goof with money, which makes you a nice guy.
This is not Smoky Mountain RMT Hawk. This is from Louisiana. Just Cornette happened to take a booking for them.
And I said, brother, have I got a commodity for you, Michael Allsure? So I know he's somewhere around here. Where is Michael Allsure? I know he's somewhere. I want to get him. There he
I know
is,
he's
right
somewhere.
That's Michael Allsure.
I love Terry Funk. It is Terry Funk with the microphone, yes. Terry Funk was one of the commentators. I love how Michael Allsure gets a personalized entrance from Cowboy Security.
2 weeks here, and it seems like he doesn't understand but one language.
He looks like if you guys have ever seen Beetleborgs, the Jay Leno ghost character.
I don't think I trust him, and I trust you, Michael. I really do. Is that the cash? I said, no,
I can't
cash,
believe
cash.
this guy walked around in
life I'm gonna make
like this.
Michael
But I also
Allsure's
do.
career.
He had to have been a salesman at Ray Brand.
From a nobody into a success story.
He had to.
Because, brother, I am selling you the contract of the greatest athlete ever to appear here in the NWF. I'm talking about
at least he's shorter.
Powers. I have the contract in my
Just
pocket.
John Candy's
and the only thing
character
I need to
from
see is the money. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey, let me see the money.
Hey. I wouldn't let you get
He either owned a
Let
car
me
lot or a
look at the
fireworks
money, please.
store.
I wouldn't let you get
One
my
of the
money.
two.
Hey. This is
He
a
clipped and
20.
shaved.
They're supposed to be all 100. Okay. It looks all right. Here's the contract. All you got to do is put your initials right there, and you are the owner.
Yeah, Flabber from
It's
Beetleborgs.
been real. It's been fun.
Yes.
It's even been real
That's
fun.
who he reminds
but
me.
you are going to make a fortune under this man's guidance.
God, Ron Powers'
just like
hair is
I
so
did.
frizzy.
You guys have fun now. I'm out of here.
Hey, are you going to let this moron manage you?
Well, you know, Terry, everybody's got their price, and he just met mine.
That's somebody else's line, buddy.
All you New Orleans nobodies.
Yeah, you tell him, generic manager.
Say only. I want the National Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship, and this is the gentleman that's gonna give it to me.
Yeah. Bro, that's Frank Caliendo.
Give me the microphone.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you don't take a mic away from a broadcaster.
We're taking a break right now. We'll be back.
That's like Bush League rule number 1. Why are we shooting up into the lights? Another Rock and Roll Express. There were like 10 guys in this territory.
Wrestling returns to
Oh,
the
hey,
New
a promo
Orleans
with
area
one
at the
guy.
Ponte Train Center in Kenner on Monday night, June the 8th.
The
Bell
Cajun
time.
Rico
It's at
Suave.
7:30.
Not enough
Tickets available
chests.
at all Ticketmaster locations. The phone number to call for information, 468-6671.
Don't know what to do with my hands, so
The
I'm just
NWF,
gonna
an
do this.
all-star card. So join us, bell time 7:30 at the Ponte Train Center. One of the big stars of the National Wrestling Federation, Mr. Wonderful Paul.
I would prefer it if his name was Mr. Wonder
You know, it's
Fun.
been told, and the word is out now about the NWF.
Wonderfun.
Because everybody is the
Mr.
hotbed of professional
Wonderfun.
wrestling. You got stars like Valentine. You got Steve Ray. You got the Powers, whoever this guy is.
The
Bob
Powers,
Orton
whoever
Jr.
that is.
You've got them all. And they're all coming here, and that's for one reason. And that is because it's the best competition that there is. You know, on the marquee out there in front of the building, that new Lake Pontchartrain Center, it says wrestling.
There's no
And
way
that's
there's a
exactly
marquee in
what
front
we
of that
do.
building.
We wrestle. We don't bring a bunch of dog, cats, and steaks out here, man. We
Oh,
wrestle.
he's shooting.
That's what it's all about. And the people out there
He's
know Mr.
shooting.
Wonderful. Been around here for the last 10 or 12 years, and they know exactly what I've done and what I haven't done. But what I have done is beat people.
What do you
And
think
if I
would
have to
Coco
come
be
out
wearing
here
Jake
and
Roberts
beat somebody,
thought
if
about
I
the
have
fact
to come out here
that anytime
and
somebody
carry
want to
somebody out
like
of stretcher,
cut one of
if
these
I have to
shoot
grab a
promos
cane from a little old
in this
lady
era, they had
in
to
the
bring up
front row,
their
I'll
specific
do just
gimmicks.
that. Because it really doesn't matter to me. I've been on both sides of that bridge, brother, and I can tell you this. All I care about is this right here, winning matches and winning belts. So on June 8th,
This,
the new Lake Pontchartrain
this,
Center, you're going to see the NWF, all the
But
wrestling
this,
stars in the world are going to be right here.
Orndorff was
So get
42.
your
He looks
calendar,
great for
mark
42.
it. Stop everything you're doing right now and mark June 8th, 7:30.
Rick
NWF,
Macklin,
professional
the announcer,
wrestling,
looks like
the best that there
if
is,
Henry
my friend.
Godwin got
So
mobbed
be
up.
there.
Like if he joined the FBI.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match sanctioned.
I love how
by
the
National
enhancement
Wrestling
guys clearly
Federation,
hate
your
each other.
referee,
Will not get
Wally
anywhere near
Dude.
each other.
This match is for one fall with a 10
Like it looks like they're about to
time
wrestle each
limit.
other.
In the red corner from Berlin,
Journeyman
weighing in at
Heat.
254 pounds.
I would love to know what the beef is.
Chris Germany.
Chris Germany and Kid
His
Massey
partner
are clearly
from
mad at each
Pittsburgh,
other.
Mississippi, weighing 245
Kid Massey
pounds.
fucking rules. He has not stopped
Mr.
jogging.
Nasty.
Holy shit. How do you look creepier than Jimmy fucking... What's that guy? Jimmy Roberts? Earlier? There's no way that guy's allowed near children. Like, there's got to be some sort of law being broken here. Ooh, hell yeah, we just hit 800 viewers across all 3 platforms. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, Kid Massey was definitely in a band. And that band definitely had a snare drum that had the Confederate flag painted on it. The Pontchartrain Center also hosted UFC 16 and 18. Holy shit. Thank you, Ninja Tower Black. The arena looks like a mall. They were going to run. Hell yeah.
An arrest. For resisting arrest, excuse me. Because these boys never slowed down. Did you get that? Resisting arrest.
Big elbow by Gallagher,
You
too.
are funny. Ooh, you are funny.
He almost fell down doing his move.
Well, we've got two good-looking wrestlers against two nasty-looking wrestlers. One of them even named Mr. Nasty, Ken Massey, right now in the ring.
Mr. Nasty
with
Kid Massey
Robert
is the
Gibson
perfect name for
and
this
rock and
guy.
roll.
Nasty,
He
Kid
nailed it.
Massey, and And
He sat down with a notebook.
Chris,
He's like,
the
"What's my
German
name gonna
Germany
be?"
sounds like some
And he
kind of a tooth commercial.
first draft.
Well, I tell you, we've seen both of these guys wrestle on previous programs.
Hey,
and,
Scrunk. Yes, Bob Holly was in both the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express, the fake versions. He's the guy.
Backdrop. This has been constant action. Did you see how fast Robert got out of that corner?
Yeah, you're
He
right.
just kind of zipped in there and zipped right
Chris
back
Germany,
out.
I'm pretty sure it's not, but it looks like he's wearing kick
Kind
pads,
of glad to get a little break in
which
that
would be
Chris Germany
very
in the ring.
interesting.
Headline
Okay, no,
now
I do see the laces.
on one of the Rock and Roll Express, Robert
Kid
Gibson.
Massey and Ned Brady are the Nasty
Nasty,
Boys would be
nasty
such
Kid
a
Massey.
sweet team.
Here comes that quick tag right there.
Real
Look at
perverted
these.
looking.
Uh-oh, watch this. Right up on the top rope. Beautiful drop toe.
Oh,
Comes off on the
shitty
back of
elbow
that
drop.
neck.
Bob Holly's like a
This
good
might be it for
athlete.
Chris
Why did he do the
Germany.
Jerry
No, he's gonna
Sacks?
shoot him off into the ropes again with another high-risk maneuver. Beautiful drop kick.
If you're finished at the double drop kick, don't do a drop
To the
kick,
corner, makes the
Bob.
tag, his partner, Robert Gibson, back into the ring. And again, I keep
It's like rule number one of being in a Rock and Roll Express
It
team.
is in tag team action. Gibson with a shot to the midsection.
No, but
of
everybody in this
Germany.
promotion is out of place for the running knee. Everybody.
One guy can go in and out of the ring, and you don't get as tired as you normally would because they do such
Oh, this
quick
weekend,
tags.
the
They're really sharp.
Blanchard Train Center is hosting the New Orleans Camping and RV Show.
Probably one of the favorite, more favorite tag
I'm
teams in the
getting not
NWF.
surprised.
Aside from Paul Orndorff,
Are they
and
wrestling
Chris
Paul
Adams, when they
Heyman?
team up, I would have to think the Rock and Roll Express is right there in popularity with the fans of the NWF.
The boat and
Well,
RV
I
show,
kinda
not
like
camping.
Nasty Kid Massey and Mr. Germany here. Beautiful arm drags. Beautiful arm drag.
You know, one of the things that I've noticed in watching the Rock and Roll Express, most of the action takes place in the middle of the ring.
Poor Kid Massey. He deserved it. He's probably committed many a crime.
Oh, another high back drop, and that's about 260 pounds flying through the air.
Holy shit, William Robinson has bought cars from Ray Brandt.
Did you notice how fast
Oh my gosh, we are in the midst of someone.
I don't know. Last time
Holy
we
shit,
said,
that's
well,
awesome.
We complimented him about being
I hope you got a good deal. Yeah, this crowd doesn't give a shit. We're in hour 4 of a TV tape.
Right to the face that time.
Bob Holly with a frickin' Yakuza boot.
Bobby Holly goes to the corner. Robert Gibson comes in.
This
with
is at least the
tag.
third
They're working on Chris
fake
Germany
Rock and Roll
right now.
Express match this crowd's
They're
seen.
working on that arm
I'm not
right now.
surprised they do not care.
I think maybe Mr. Germany wants to get to the corner to get nasty.
Yes, Ricky Morton was in WCW, but also him and Robert were not getting along.
Nasty's wanting him. Nasty's wanting him. That's
So
how
Robert's like,
crazy
fuck it,
Nasty
I'm
is. Oh, Nasty,
not
that's
gonna
too
wait
much.
for you. I'm not gonna do
Kinda
single
like
stuff.
Pain. I think he
I got a
might
new
enjoy
guy.
The pain part of this sport of professional wrestling.
Picks him up for a slam. Bobby Holly hangs on to it, though. Bobby Holly.
Shimmer ran this building. Was this like the WrestleCon building that year? When WrestleMania was in New Orleans?
Pretty good on your words now, aren't you? Making up them names.
Well, I'm learning from a good teacher, the tuxedo.
Oh, double drop kick. Hey, at least they didn't do a way cooler move right before the double drop kick, like the last match.
Count right there, that's it.
The Rock and Roll Express. They do
Bob's
what
like,
they do
am I
best.
doing it right?
Tag
Am I
team
doing it
action.
right?
And I think we're going to take a look at this right now.
I will say it's badass that they have an instant replay. That's actually instant. Like you can tell because they're recording the commentary
Who's going to make the pin right now? Bobby Holly
live and they're
goes
calling
in,
replays.
and the referee
Right,
Lava
William
June
Robinson
is gonna
says, I
count
believe
him
Ray
out.
Brandt
One,
is still
you see
there,
his
but I haven't
man
gotten a
in
car
the
from him in
corner,
20 years.
And 3, that's
Dude,
it.
Ray Brandt's
We'll be
gonna
back
die
with
there.
more NWF
That's not a threat, it's just he's gonna grow so
right
old.
after this.
Yow. I love that we go to commercial, not with a shot of the team you're pushing that won,
With all the
but
problems
with the
in the
back
insurance industry
of
these days, it's hard to know
Ken
who to
Massey's
trust.
head.
Fayard Insurance has been serving the New Orleans area
Wait,
with affordable, dependable automobile
Did
insurance
Shimmer
for
just
over
do a
10
show
years.
by
And now
themselves?
with the new Fayard Insurance location on
They're-
Clearview, it's easier than
Normally,
ever
like, all
before
the
to get
indies,
the
like,
protection
bunch
you need
up
at a price you can
and,
afford.
like, run a bunch of
Call
shows
Fayard
on
Insurance for a free
WrestleMania
quote.
weekend.
On the East Bank, call
It'd be weird if Shimmer just ran one show by
456-6055. On the
themselves
West Bank,
there.
call 366-1474. Let Fayard Insurance tailor an insurance policy
Yes, Bob
for
Holly
you.
was in the new Midnight
Fayard
Express,
Insurance.
yes.
Wrestling returns to the New Orleans area on Monday, June the 8th. The National Wrestling Federation presents the Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special at the Pontchartrain Center, bell time 7:30.
Again, they have no idea who's going to be there, so they cannot promote a single match for it. Lord knows they're not actually shooting angles for it on the show.
Monday, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center, the Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special, bell time 7:30. Tickets available at Ticketmaster by calling 468-6671.
Ray Brandt Dodge, Louisiana's #1 Dodge dealer, is celebrating its 3rd anniversary by giving you the lowest prices of the year. Celebrate with America's #1 selling minivan, the Dodge Caravan, and pay only $11,995
gotcha.
at Ray Brandt
That's
Dodge.
what I meant.
Travel in
The
style
WrestleCon
in a fully
type
loaded Dodge
thing.
conversion van for only $14,995, or choose a luxurious and
the
roomy
Gabe
Dodge
Russell
Dynasty
Con.
for only $11,995 from
The
Ray Brandt Dodge.
WWN
Come out and make your
experience.
best deal of the year this week during Ray Brandt Dodge's 3rd anniversry sale. Don't miss it.
Robert Gibson is the
The
Genetti in
National
both
Wrestling
versions of
Federation
Rock
brings you the very best each week in hard-hitting, body-slamming professional wrestling. The NWF is growing fast.
Like,
and here's your chance to be a part
there's
of
a
our winning team.
99.9% chance that's the apartment that Buck Robley is
more
living
impact of your
in,
marketing
Harvey,
and promotional
Louisiana.
dollars with TV commercials, discount tickets, even live appearances.
And that's probably
We've got
Buck
the tools
Robley's
and
fault.
talent to breathe new life and excitement into your business. Don't wait
And
because space is limited.
this is an era
Call the
where, like,
NWF
yeah, I
at
could
348-2059.
run a commercial with my
Ladies and
personal
gentlemen,
info in it.
Our
Whatever.
next event is a tag team match. Your referee,
No, it's
Rocky
not.
Johnson. This match is for one fall.
Are
with
you
a
sure it is?
30-minute time limit.
I'm pretty sure they just advertised a different match, buddy. Yeah, this is the Greg Valentine music. A car dealer. Is it Ray Brandt Dodge? Is Buck Robley working at Ray Brandt Dodge / living there? Is Buck Robley Ray Brandt Dodge?
Weighing in tonight.
It's the team of Greg Valentine and Cowboy Security.
Hailing from Seattle,
Why is that
Washington,
kid dressed like
ladies
Secret
and
Service Jack
gentlemen,
Victory?
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
I love that the tag ropes on this ring are just fringe from a carpet. I don't think Buck Robley is Ray Brandt, but I wouldn't be surprised if Buck Robley was selling cars for Ray Brandt. And just one day at work, he's like, hey, I got an investment opportunity for you. But also that he's living at Ray Brandt Dodge. Greg Valentine wrestled everywhere, except for ECW. I don't think he ever wrestled for ECW. Or at least ECW after Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, B. Brian Blair, the
Again,
Killer B.
he can't be the Killer Bee if there's not two of them. God, look at those trunks. Look at those tights.
This is it, the one.
But yeah, Buck probably lived in one of the vans.
It's a main event
I don't even think he bought it. I think he's just living in one of the vans parked out front.
Going up against us, Killer B.
Brian Blair. You know, I think this
Yes,
is the one that
clearly
everybody
not a
is
tag
waiting
team
for.
match.
This is a good matchup. This is an excellent matchup. They stack up against each other.
Steve
Experience,
Mocklin's like,
height-wise, weight-wise. I think it's a perfect match. And I think
this is a pretty good match. That last one sucked. This one might be good.
The last couple of weeks here with the NWF.
And what would Greg Valentine's ECW? Probably Sledgehammer by
You know, I want to say one thing
Peter
about
Gabriel.
Brian Blair. There's a lot of different types of wrestlers, and Paul Orndorff is the same
All
way.
right,
They're what you call them,
Greg
bell
Valentine did
to bell
wrestle
wrestling.
pre-Paul
They come
ECW,
into
not
the ring,
post-Paul.
they
I
forget
think
about
the only
music,
appearance he
they
made
forget about
post-Paul,
everything else. Once you
they
get
were
in the
gonna
ring,
do a
it's
Sherry
wrestling.
versus
Which is
Medusa
the better
match.
man, and that's
I
what
don't
these
think
two
ended up
guys are
happening, but they shot
concerned
an angle
with.
at
And
a
I'll tell you what,
convention,
Brian Blair has a lot of
and
pride, and that's
he
the one
was
thing
involved in the
that
polo part
goes
since he was
in
dating
his-
Medusa.
Goes for him. It's an advantage to him to have the kind of pride he does, because I've never seen anybody in my life that hates to lose.
Ray Brandt died in
more than Brian Blair.
2019. Pour one out for Ray Brandt.
When you watch boxing, sometimes they'll
Pour
tell
one
you
out
what the
for Ray
keys
Brandt.
particularly are for each
Barney.
fighter to win. What about a wrestler? Two guys
Dealerships
that are
were
easily
sold to
matched up like
Gail
these two.
Benson,
Is there
the widow
such
of
a
Tom
thing as a
Benson.
key to
who used to own the New
There
Orleans
certainly is
Saints,
for Greg the Hammer
who
Valentine.
broke them
in this
apart
particular
and
match.
sold them to
What he'll
other
be doing, he'll be
competitors
trying to go for
about
that
a year
figure four
ago.
leg lock. He'll be trying to put him into that submission.
Sad ending to the
And
Ray
that's
Brandt
what
dynasty.
he really wants to do. I think Brian has got a little
think,
bit
yeah,
of
I
a
think we
weight
all saw
disadvantage
Greg
and
Valentine
possibly
wrestle.
a size disadvantage
It's
against
likely
Valentine.
live.
But I think that you'll see Brian go for a more spectacular maneuver, try to get him in a pinning position, try to get that
Love the
free count.
referees.
I think that'll be his strategy in the ring. It's also
Signals.
that, hey, both men are trying each other out right now. They come into a referee's position. They're kind of checking each other out.
Is it the
Nice
referee's
sit-out by
position?
Greg Valentine. Comes in underneath of him, finally hooks the leg, trying to make a reversal.
Good grappling
Brian's right in there
here
behind
from
him.
these two.
They can't quite get that advantage. But you see, that's
It's
where
a
that
fun little
power
opening to
comes
a
in
match.
Greg the Hammer's favor, because he was able to push him into the
Yeah, if Greg Valentine said he was
before
married
Brian
for
could
40
get in
plus
behind
years.
him
He's
into the
lying.
You know, I get the impression, looking at the Hammer, he kind of gives you that bullish impression, like he'll use his strength to manipulate his opponent.
Ollie
into a
Greg
position.
Valentine.
As you mentioned, the
Oh my
figure four
God,
leg
I
lock, would have to think that
I want him to
coming
do
into
that as a
the match,
gimmick
Brian
now.
Blair
Ollie
knows
Greg
that
Valentine.
That's what the Hammer is going to be going for.
I will put that on the list,
He'll probably
Rudrick.
do
I've got some.
whatever
I'm gonna do
is
some more
in his power
ECW deep
to
cuts.
avoid
There's some more
being in the
weird
position
stories I
where
want to cover.
the figure four leg
I'll probably
lock
put
is
the
coming to
Musketeer
play.
on the list.
Now, this is going to sound silly, but you see that right there? People say Greg Valentine is a methodic wrestler. Methodic is what they say. In
Methodic.
other words, that he just moves.
Is methodic a word? Methodical is a word.
That he went for that drop toe hold on Brian Blair right there. Both of them, Brian Blair trying
This
to pull
is
that
really
leg and
good
trying
so
to get
far.
into a riding position again.
Like, this is a
Let's see if we get a clean
really
break
damn
right
good match.
I say we don't.
I love Greg, like, actually getting in there, like, really wrestling, really grappling.
We're going to get a clean one here, because I'll tell you what, Brian's trying to push away from him. No.
Now, look at what...
I like this.
They still got to break it now. Rocky Johnson's going to get him. This might be a bad.
Wait, did he just say the referee's name is Rocky Johnson?
That was a legal forearm
What?
and a heavy chop. Chops are legal, ladies and gentlemen. And that one was
Chops are
pretty
legal.
darn near right across the
Thank
throat
you,
right
Yankee,
there.
huh?
Flying elbow, which is legal.
My goal is to do ECW deep cuts every couple few
There you
weeks.
go. There you see it.
Don't abuse
With
the.
punches. And I'll tell you, the referee
It'll
should
be
on
mainly
it a little bit
WCW
more
deep
right there,
cuts.
because that's the first
Pop
illegal
an
moves
ECW
that are-
deep cut in
that
there,
have been
here and
made so far in
there.
this match. That's
Like
kind
a
of
good
unusual.
dessert.
They were made by Brian Blair. I know that his temper kind of got away from him there for just a second.
Well, I think he might have.
That was just one of the grappling
just a little bit higher, taking it to one more level. He sees what the Hammer is doing to him, and I guess he wants to get kind of on an even keel with him.
Oh, he covered up.
Big
He's gonna
chop.
get hit with the next one real hard.
The Hammer. Oh, baby bull.
He covered up
Right
on
to the
that
back
one.
of the neck, another one to the blow to the back of the neck. Let me tell you something, that jars you. I'd rather get hit in the front of the head any day of the week than the back of the neck.
Oh, that's dope, Broken Ballers
With a
Daddy.
reverse backbreaker to
Your
the
first
abdomen.
in-person
2 count,
show was
almost a 3 count.
ECW. Was it Living Dangerously?
Brian Blair gets out of that one. Hammer's going to try it again.
I'm not surprised that Greg Valentine's brother-in-law is playing. That whole Florida old man wrestling theme seems to be very incestuous.
Pulls him back over, goes in for the cover again, trying to force him down again. Blair's able to manage to get one of those shoulders up. Blair's a very supple wrestler. If you watch him, look at it. He's almost contorted right there whenever he gets his back up and shoulder up off that mat. See a 2 count.
Yeah, you know what's good? Watching Brian Blair, he's got enough wits about him to know when the referee gets to a 2 count to lift up. Even though it appears the Hammer is in control right now, Brian Blair, he knows where he's at right now. He's in a little trouble, but he's still got it all together upstairs, and that's where it counts.
Heat Wave,
If you take
okay.
a good look at Greg Valentine right now,
You know
see where
who
he
the
scissors
referee
Blair's
reminds
leg.
me
It
of?
just makes him a little bit more
Is
immobile
John
than what he would be
Oates.
otherwise.
He's using leverage. Oh! That was a good move by
Rabbit
Blair.
ass
I think the word is incapacitate.
your
There
every
came a
move.
clothesline by Brian Blair. Brian Blair's got the advantage right now. and
Firing up,
Valentine
baby.
Smartly
Killer bee
backing
fire.
off at this
The killer
particular
bees are
time.
known
He's not
for.
going to have any of it. We're having an exchange
Hot
right now.
pollen.
Small package by Blair. This might be a 2. Valentine reversed it.
Oh, this is the Ronnie
Hanging on
Garvin
to it, another
finish.
2 count the other
Oh,
way. Both of them. Oh, did you see how fast Blair got up in?
This is aggressive wrestling. These two
this
guys
is
are really
good.
getting after
This
it right
is some
now.
good
Leg
grapple
trip into a
shit.
Japanese arm bar.
Fujiwara
Believe me, that puts
armbar.
pressure on your arm right there on the back of the elbow. If you look how that joint
This
is
makes me
turned
wish
around,
there was some
reverses
like
it
more
into a
Greg
hammer
Valentine
lock.
Japanese
Nice maneuver
stuff.
by Brian Blair here. Into a knee drop into the crooked
Probably would have
elbow.
done really well over there.
Now he's given the Hammer back some of what the
even
Hammer
post
gave
WWF.
to Brian Blair just a little while ago.
Being a grumpy old
You know, I
fuck.
mentioned earlier while Paul Orndorff was in there wrestling, you know, I'm just getting a little old for this stuff because believe me, it takes its toll after the years. I know for a fact.
Now, you know,
It's hard for me to get up in the morning.
You talked about getting old, but I tell you what now, when
Running
Buddy
that
Landel
kidney.
came over and talked to you a while back,
Yeah, imagine like Greg Valentine against Tenry.
showing him a thing or two. And I
Blistering each other with
I was
chops.
getting ready to get up and run out the front
Sweet.
door.
Now, you will never make me believe that. Never, ever,
He had to
ever
have
make me
toured
believe
Japan
that.
at some
I think
point.
you could show him a thing or two.
We've got a great match going here.
That's right, he did. He did. There was that period with like Greg Valentine and like Ricky Morton in them. Were like kind of doing deathmatch stuff in Japan, which is weird. I meant more like Greg Valentine in like all Japan.
If he falls back,
And it's weird he didn't have a run
he's going
there.
to come close to breaking that ankle. That's a lot of pain.
Also,
and a
look
lot
how
of
he
pressure
has
being
that
put on
foot
those
jammed
legs
in
of
there.
Brian Blair.
So when he falls back, he actually does crank it. That looks so fucking good. This is great.
Will he give in submission with this, or you think he'll just take whatever pain it is and try to get out of it?
Well, I'd be headed for the ropes right now.
Oh, sweet.
Again, is try to get out of it is about all you can do, unless you can reach back around and try to face cross Valentine, because you really can't.
Yeah,
do
Hammer and
anything. All you
Tenry.
reach back is so
I can't
far
believe that
gone.
never
If
happened.
Valentine makes a mistake,
Like, it seems like such a no-brainer match for like the mid-90s.
Valentine's using the ropes to his advantage.
Yeah, that's what I
Very
thought. Greg
smart.
Valentine
Right
wrestled
now,
in Japan in the
he has to
early
let
80s.
Blair back up, and Blair's in a lot of pain.
And then I think he did some SWS stuff. But like when he was with the Honky Tonk Man.
Out right away with that. Right to the back of the leg. He knows exactly what to go for. I don't think that this match is going to be going much longer.
Yes, he does.
I like this match.
Brian Blair
Like, shockingly good
is a surprising individual. Nice forearm by Valentine. Back kick by Blair.
Oh.
I heard that from way across the ring.
Smart maneuver on his
Yeah. Like SWF, WWF stuff. Greg Valentine and Kabuki. Yeah, like that's. I knew he did that stuff. I'm just stunned. When he was a freelance guy, he never got called over to do like a tour of Ultra. Ultra was calling over all sorts of Americans.
Two big, powerful guys. Valentine with a rake to the eyes.
I think there might be a Murder Hornets team somewhere. 94 to 96, he was in Japan. I think that was what he was doing, like IWA and like those deathmatch, like sleazy. ICW and AWF. I've never.
Valentine's down. Blair's back in the ring, trying to get on top of him, kicking that arm, trying to deliver some of that same grueling punishment that he's taken in the past. And I'll tell you what, he doesn't quite have the strength left in that left knee that he had before.
You know, watching the Hammer, he's still focused. Now, he knows that Blair is in trouble with that right knee.
Dude,
Reverse
nope.
roll up for a two count.
Yeah, you gotta tuck that drawstring in. Be a professional. Can't let fans know that you have to adjust your pants.
Looks like a vertical suplex. Let's see what happens here. He's going for it right now. Blair blocks it with that outside leg. Let's see if he can reverse it. That's a lot of weight to be picking up on that knee, but he did it.
This is such a better match than you'd think that two ex-WWF guys would be having on an indie show.
The Hammer gets out of it.
They're just going for it.
Both these men have been going for a long time at a hot and heavy pace. Valentine brings his knees up. Blair's in pain again.
Yeah, Greg Valentine, I remember the backyard show. I think it's the one where like he fell off the steps and then he sued them. Oh, there we go.
Greg the Hammer Valentine. I wonder how he got that name, the Hammer.
I think I know by just hammering on people and just keeping on coming forward.
Seriously, Greg Valentine was such a Japanese heavyweight coded wrestler.
Oh, there it is. There's that figure four.
Right
He's going to
there.
get it on him. If he gets this is it on Blair. The condition of his knee is already bad. This is going to be it. This is it. This is it.
Is he like, yeah, come on, crowd, get behind me, Greg Valentine, your fiery babyface.
Blair, that's just an indication of how tough Brian
The hammer and Choshu.
want to give up.
That'd be sick.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
All right, Yankee Hawk, I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good night.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. That's another section, huh?
Oh, shit, they did wrestle in 84. Hell yeah, I have to look for that album. Thanks for the heads up.
I can't believe it. Blair's still in that thing. He's still in that figure 4 leg lock. I don't know how he's standing the pain. I don't know how he's standing the pressure right now. He's just not going to give up.
This is one tough customer right here, Brian Blair. He's taking everything the hammer can
Okay,
put
match
on.
over. He tapped
Brian's
out.
trying to reverse it. If he can
There's-
turn over on Greg Valentine,
It's so hard for me to
it'll
watch
reverse that
old matches
pressure and put
where
it
guys
on
are like pounding the mat
Valentine's knee joint itself.
to get fans
And it
behind
looks like
them.
He's got it. He's got it on Valentine.
When we've
now.
had
He
like
reversed
legal
it.
tap outs for
Valentine's
30
feeling the
years
pain.
in
Both
wrestling.
men are rolling for the rope. Valentine's is using the ropes to his advantage.
He's got to break the hole right now. Rocky Johnson's calling for a break, but I tell you, it will
Can't call that guy Rocky Johnson.
Blair can come back and turn this one around. That hammer's done a great job on it.
I don't believe that he can take any more punishment. Valentine's
I
going right in there.
don't think Funk was booking all Japan this time, no.
Two count. Oh, 2.5. He almost had it.
I can't recall anybody ever losing to the figure 4
Vicious chop.
rolled over
He's
on
gonna
his
go
stomach.
for it again. He keeps on continuing
Perhaps,
to go
but
for
not that I
it.
remember.
He's draping that leg over the top rope. I don't know how much more.
Oh, on his tushy.
Nice maneuver. Blair was lucky to be able to get out of that. But they're both. These guys have been at a torrid pace. I don't know how much longer they can keep it up. But Brian Blair digging down, coming up with a little extra, and he is taking it to the hammer. That was 3 shots.
Oh!
Brian Blair out of the ring. The hammer managed to get him out of the ring.
Whipped him out of the ring and onto the floor. Brian's down
Please
on the
don't do
floor.
a double count out finish.
Hammer's in the ring.
I want a real
Brian
finisher,
pulling
guys. Come
himself
on.
back up.
One of you can afford to lose.
Can Brian even get back up on that leg?
I don't know, Tuxedo.
I'll tell you what.
What does
this
Greg
has been
Valentine
going on
do?
for a good 20 minutes.
Yes, it has.
Here he comes right by
Did
us.
Terry Funk just say
Out
this match has been going for 20 minutes? That is not true. He grabs the big padded chair.
Oh my gosh! Oh my
That's not how that
God, right
works.
into the back of the knee.
You don't do a front
I'm
flip.
telling you, his knee's out of it. He did that on purpose. He's just trying to take him out of wrestling right now.
Well, you're right.
The referee called for a disqualification.
Seriously?
Somebody ring the bell.
Neither of these guys could have done a clean job. Really?
Referee called for a
Really?
disqualification.
Referee Rocky Johnson goes flying out of the ring.
Drives it into his hip this
Vulgar the
time.
ref.
Somebody get him out of there. He rang the bell. He's been disqualified. Somebody get him out of there.
Oh my
Referee, get
gosh.
him out of there. Somebody come out.
Somebody get him out of there.
Go ahead, go ahead. I want to see you in action.
Somebody needs to do something.
Hey, I'll
Get somebody
take it,
out
folks.
here. Come on, Valentine. That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough, Valentine.
He's trying to take him out of wrestling, just like you said.
That's enough, Valentine. Keep him out of there.
This man with this crazed man with his padded chair.
Here comes Chris Adams.
Here comes Chris Adams.
That's the guy I want to save me when someone's about to snap my leg. Chris Adams and his laser red eyes, as we all learned about on Dark Side of the Ring.
Chris Adams hitting him again and again. Brian Blair's in the ring.
I see Buck Robley at ringside telling the ref, get in there. Oh, Eli the Eliminator. Hey, this is actually almost an angle. What a weird-ass tag match to be building to for the live shows. What is he humping the mat? Like, everyone else saw his pelvis go up and down.
Brian Blair is almost helpless right now. He is in definite pain right now. And here comes Mr. Wonderful.
There's Mr. Wonderful. Why did he sing it like the dude from the, like Fred from the Beef Pickle Tunes?
Get up off his feet, but he's got to fight hard. He's trying. He's going to crawl like a snake. Eli's back in there. They're on top of Orndorff now. They're doubling up on Orndorff.
Hot heat angle here, folks.
Heavy chop. Heavy chop.
Oh, here's Flubber, whatever his name is.
Out goes Paul Orndorff. Orndorff is on the floor. Eli's in the ring. Both men are on top of him. They're back on his legs. Somebody get him out of there. Get him out.
Out of the ring.
Get him out.
I mean, yeah, the B-52's rule. It just seems very odd time to be channeling Fred. There comes Mr. Wonderful.
You rot. They deserve it. Get them out of here. Oh, man. You talk about action. And you talk about somebody that's hurt.
Not one medic.
Be
Be like, oh shit, this guy's leg's fucked.
Let's see how Brian Blair is now. Let's see how Blair is. Oh, man. He's going to need some help to get out of the ring. He's going to need some help. Brian, I know it is. I know it. We're going to need a doctor out here. We're going to need a doctor.
Seriously, he can't stand up.
A doctor in the house. We've got to go to break.
Yeah, Terry Funk's even like, come on.
We're going to a break. Brian, you're going to be okay.
We'll be back with
The referee is up before Brian Blair is.
Man.
Up Tim Horner. Really a way to bring
Wrestling
things
returns
down.
to the New Orleans area on Monday, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain. Bell time is at 7:30. Tickets available through Ticketmaster locations or by
Cannot
calling
believe they got their shit in
468-6671. An all-star card on Monday, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Joining me right now on stage is Greg the Hammer Valentine, who I believe is recently signed to be with the NWF at the Pontchartrain Center.
Signed. It kills me when indie promotions are like,
card coming up at the Pontchartrain Center.
we've signed this guy.
On the shores of beautiful Lake Pontchartrain. And you know something? I think before I go and wrestle, I'm going to try some of those crawfish. Understand they are great.
Yeah, they are.
And you know the NWF is one of the newest
Big Valentine's just
federations
hungry
in the world. I mean, you've got other big federations, but the NWF is just coming on real strong, and you've got a lot of big stars coming in. Bob Orton
NWF
Jr.,
is just coming on real
Butch Reed,
strong,
myself, Greg the
and they
Hammer
run
Valentine,
in buildings next
that
to
always
crawfish
Paul
restaurants,
Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful.
and I love that.
You've also got
Like Potty Train.
Who are some of the other big names we've got?
Hacksaw Butch Reed is also here. Primetime Ron Powell.
That's right.
Every
right.
promo is
And you know
just
something, what
one
they're
of the
gonna do
wrestlers
is
listing off
real
all
good,
of the other
hard-nosed,
wrestlers that were on the show with them.
Professional wrestling at its best, you know, no gimmicks, just real professional wrestling.
No gimmicks.
Get down, grab holds, you know. One of my most famous holds and one of the most devastating holds in professional wrestling today is the figure 4 leg lock.
Also,
and
is he a
I'm proud to be the
babyface?
man that originated that.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to seeing you at
He
the
said
Pontchartrain
absolutely
Center on Monday,
nothing.
June the 8th. Bell time 7:30. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.
Like, did he know that was
locations.
supposed to be a
The phone
promo?
number 468-6671. Be there for all the
He just
action.
walks on. He's like, "You guys, I fucking
NWF.
love to eat crawfish, and I have
Ladies
such a
and
good figure 4
gentlemen,
leg lock."
This next match is for one
And
fall.
I can see Buck
with a
Robley
10-minute time
off
limit.
camera.
Your referee,
So the fucking show.
Rocky Johnson. Introducing in the blue corner.
The blue corner. Nobody's in the blue corner. You're in the blue corner, ring announcer.
Texas, Dusty Wolf.
Dusty Wolf.
His opponent tonight from Morristown, Tennessee.
God, that jacket.
Weighing in at 222 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, White Lightning, Tim Horner.
Even Tim Horner can't bother to get in it used
How can
for a Tim Horner
back up
match.
to what we just saw just a couple of minutes?
Oh, man, you talk
When the
about
star
action.
is doing the
sad part
enhancement
about it
guy
is Brian
pose.
Blair has a very bad knee. I don't know if it's going to, I don't know to what extent it is, but obviously it's a
Great
very
mullets on
serious
display
injury.
here.
I don't think he's going to be back
Yeah,
here
Tim
next
Horner's
week,
so
nor
over with
anytime
this
in the
crowd.
near future.
When he was here next
He was
to the
nice
rope,
enough
he
to
was
not
saying,
wake them
My
up.
leg is broken. My leg is broken.
Let them sleep.
So I hope
They're
it's
tired.
not.
I hope it's not too. I hope it's not too. Hey, you know, I
Didn't
want
come
to
out
say
to music.
one thing. Have we had a show today or not?
This has been unbelievable.
Oh, Rock and Roll Express and all of that action. But the other thing that I want to mention, what about that Mo Ron, Michael Allsure? You know, he's the kind of guy that should, he's the kind of guy that would take a lawnmower to a luau.
Like a lawnmower to a
We
loop.
got rid of one slime and we picked up another. Jim Cornette sold the contract to Michael Allsure, so we picked up another one in the NWF.
This boy right here, Tim Horner's doing a great job. He's been nothing but active.
Oh,
What a
gosh.
maneuver that was.
How do you give
What in the
yourself a
world? That
kudo
was one of the
driver?
fanciest moves I've seen in a long time. Real class
And
move there.
self-vertebraker.
He blocked.
Oh, Dusty Wolf knew his finisher.
Oh, reverses into a back bridge, 2 and 3.
There we go. Hey, good on Tim Horner.
Snappy
For
win.
not going super long.
Tim Horner.
Tim Horner.
Take a look at it right now.
Why did you pick that moment to have a Louisiana accent, buddy?
White Lightning's got this one pretty much down pat. 1, 2, 3. Rocky
Tim Horner.
We'll be back with more.
I say. Fucking Yosemite Sam up in
Wrestling
there.
returns to the New Orleans area on Monday night, June the 8th, at the Pontchartrain Center. The Big Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special. Bell time 7:30. Tickets
Do they have
available
matches?
at all Ticketmaster locations.
What a fancy setup.
Or by calling the Pontchartrain Center. And the matchmaker for the NWF, Colonel Buck Robley. A big show is planned. Nothing signed as of yet.
Nothing signed, Rick.
Nothing signed. So why are we talking? Why
Monday, June 8th, like you said there at the Pontchartrain Center. But there's a lot of things happening. First of all, let's take this time. I want to welcome all the TV viewers out there and let them know every Sunday afternoon, Rick, at 1:05, I've got my own little radio talk show. Call in and talk to Colonel
Well,
Buck
he's
on
taking time
6:09
from
a.m.
plugging the wrestling news, but I got a
every
radio
Sunday
show
afternoon at
too.
1:05. Of course, Big Time Charlie will be there with me, my coordinator, goes around and does these things. But let's get back to talking about wrestling. And we see some good matches. Orndorff against Landel.
They probably had to
Brian
pay
Blair
for
against
this
Greg
time.
Valentine. That's just a sample of what's going to come up here in New Orleans.
This
for all
dude
you
just
folks.
like, yeah, I'm
On
just gonna
Monday,
sit up
June
here at the
8th,
table.
the
Look,
Cajun
Roby's gonna-
Slammin' Jammin' Special. Everybody's asking me on the streets, Rick, well, just exactly what is it? Well, I want to tell
What is
all
the
of
Slammin' Jammin' special?
They can tune in, and we'll tell them exactly what the card is, exactly what that Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special
As soon as we book
That's
some
all
wrestlers
coming up.
for it.
We'll tell you about it next week. More information about the Cajun Slammin' Jammin' Special. That big night, don't forget, Monday, June the 8th at the Pontchartrain Center.
Pontchartrain
Bell time
Center.
is at 7:30. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations or by calling the Pontchartrain Center. As the Colonel said, Colonel Buck Robley,
Buck
the
Robley's
card isn't
barely
signed as of
upright.
yet, but it promises to be a big NWF card. All the stars of the NWF will
Buck Robley
be
doesn't
there.
have two thoughts in
Coming
his
up
head.
in just a second, the final match of the show. Gentlemen, Chris Adams against Eli the Eliminator. So stay with the NWF.
We'll be right back.
He's like sucking his gums.
Hey, here we are. The action's already started, hadn't it? Rockin' Chris.
I tell you what, they didn't even wait for the introductions.
I'm
These two guys
sad
came
that we
in
did
and
not
started
hit the double
immediately.
digits mark
We've got Chris Adams,
for
Chris
the
Adams
Ray
against
Brandt
Eli the
commercials.
Eliminator, and action is hot. and
Oh
heavy
God, he
right now
dropped that
in
foot
the
across the
ring.
side of his
There's
freaking
an action
head.
right there, and Eli is right on top of him with a reverse chin lock. Chris Adams grabs 2 handfuls of hair. Oh my teeth. Oh, that jarred him right
Lolly
there.
Dude, our
I think
last
Eli's
Lolly
missing a
Dude
couple
match
of
of the
teeth already,
night.
so
A few more, it wouldn't matter. You know, I want to mention one thing. Chief Ben Boudreaux has been our ring announcer all night, and he's done a great job, but he kind of got chased out of the ring before this match because these two guys came out with one thing in mind. Let's go to battle and let's get it over with.
I don't blame T. Ben Boudreaux for taking a run with 2 big guys like this. And both these guys
Punches
are
to the
hot at each
tummy.
other. Adams knows that he's going to take the punishment too, Eli, with the strength and the size that he has. Oh,
Boot to the head.
big boot to the head.
A big boot, just like you said, a big boot. A motorcycle boot.
A big boot,
I don't know what it
motorcycle
took to
boot.
stop this man, but there went a heavy boot again. Adams is back down on the mat.
That ain't
Third boot to the
Louisiana
head.
without somebody named
I'll tell you,
Boudreaux.
Adams is
Louise,
addled
thank you
right
for the
now.
follow.
Adams is addled right there.
Oh, what was that?
Caught him to the side of the leg.
That was a shot to the lower midsection.
Why did Chris Adams just randomly do a low blow?
Get my drift.
What?
Chris Adams is on top of him. Chris Adams with right.
Wally Dude, enforce some rules. You're the
He's going up on
dude.
that second rope. He's trying to drive him up 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. Wally Dude, get in there.
5, and that's about it. You
Everyone's
talk
hitting
about
each other in the
action.
nuts.
Well, let me tell you something. We've had it with the National Wrestling Federation, haven't we, Rock and Rick?
We've had great shows.
Yeah.
Another good
Love a
show.
Terry Funk's
NWF
way to
excellent
exit out of the show. We've had it with this promotion.
It's been great. We can't ask for anything more.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I want to watch the rest of this match, but we can't. So it's Buenas noches and hoochie cooches and Casia.
I can't believe there's that much building.
Yeah. See you next week.
Oh my gosh. Way to make that chair shot look as fake as possible. Hurt Rufus Wainwright? All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Again, I appreciate everyone moving schedules around. I was not able to stream last week. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I'm back Tuesday for WCW Deep Cuts Live on Twitch. Keep your eyes out. I might do a stream next weekend because I did not realize that the Super Bowl was in 2 weeks. I'm not a football guy, and I don't know if I want to go up against the Super Bowl. So, yeah, TBA on Off the Grid next week. So, as always, I appreciate all 878 of you who have hung out with me tonight for hanging out. You rule Corner Studies, and all of you rule. So yeah, I'll see you Tuesday. Get some rest. It's like just 10 o'clock now. You don't have to go to bed, but if you want to, I might. Good night.